that the Dutch do are really funny. I'm really looking forward to the first Netherlands match is happening on Sunday at around 3 o'clock. And for me, just to see them sing the song and do the right and left song, you know, da 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 da, and they do this whole big dance, and it's a huge deal to see the Netherlands, you know, play.
We got to welcome our YouTube audience in now. Thank you guys for watching with us. We are live at Camana Bay Cinema, and if you ever want to come to any of these World Cup games, it's absolutely free. You can just go to cinema.ky, select your game, select your seat, and you reserve your seat, and you come on in. You get the big recliners. You got the table chairs next to you. I mean, these people look comfortable. I see some people bringing in blankets for those down there, and it's a cool mix. You got young, you got old, you got husband wife, you got father daughter, father son, a couple of buddies over there, and just a really neat crowd here. I want to dip into the other theaters too at some point during this. Maybe at halftime I'll walk around because I want to check out everybody. But yeah, thank you guys for being a part of our first live stream ever. On the Compass Radio YouTube page, and then I would assume first live stream ever. Well, no, I went live from Carnival on Z99.
Right.
But this is more of a live stream than just going live on your phone. This is great.
Before we get too far into it, I'm gonna have to run and get a beverage.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right.
Stock up.
Yeah,
if you could grab me something, I'd love you for life.
What would you like?
Anything.
Okay. All right.
You know, Coca-Cola's bringing this to you, so might as well grab a Coke and a smile.
You got it. All right, I'll be right back.
So that's Ben from no, you just turn the other one up. Yeah, there you go. You're good. Hey, it's this one. Just there you go. Yep. So that's Ben from Gold 94.9. He is the morning show host on every morning from 6 to 10 a.m. And if you want to check out some of the things he does on social media, he does this thing called Behind the Hit, which is amazing. And it goes behind the hits on the records that you love, and he just gives you a lot of great insight on that. And Ben is he's a football fan. He's been all over the world. He was at the World Cup last year in Qatar, and now we're here together at Camana Bay, getting ready to watch this first match of the World Cup 2026. You can hear the audience in the attendance starting to get a little bit louder. You could just feel the buzz. And in Mexico, they're going down the starting lineup. You have Raul, Jesus, Johan, Cesar, Israel, Eric, Brian, Alvaro, Julian, Raul again, Raul Jimenez this time, and Roberto Alvarado. And, it's going to be a fun match. Their goalie is Raul Jimenez, and, the goalie's got to have a big game. That's about it. Oh, no, he's their forward. I'm sorry. The other Raul is the goalie. But the pitch looks great. Now South Africa, you have Rowan Williams, Aubrey Modiba. You have Mbekel Ezekiel, Emi Okan, Kalul Esso, Tiboho, Stefanello, Jaden, and, of course, Livel, which is a cool name, L-V-L-E. That's a cool name. Then their substitutes. But Williams is their goalie, number one. For South Africa. The coin flip is happening right now, and it looks like Mexico won the coin flip. South Africa in their baby blues. I like their outfits too, man. Those are nice-looking uniforms. They send their goalie out, Williams. And here we go, the first inaugural picture with the referees. Man, these referees, this is one sport, I'm telling you what, the referees are probably the most fit out of any sport. Basketball, maybe, but these referees look huge. I mean, they look like they're ready to play in this game. The World Cup watch party going on right now at Camana Bay Cinema. It's starting to fill up. 3 theaters are open for today's game, and we got some extra seats here. Throughout the game, we're going to be bringing people in, talking to them, and just hanging out, but we're going to make sure you guys get all your live score updates. We'll talk you through how much time is left. But it's about that time. It's 2 o'clock here in Grand Cayman, and it is ready for the first game of the World Cup 2026. Mexico is excited, man. They are so ready for this. Hey, what's up, KJ? Perfect, man. You're here too? Hop on, man. Oh, this is KJ from Ireland. You're a Mexico fan?
For this game, yeah. I promise you that. I'm not lying.
Oh, perfect. Let's put this up here for you, man.
Let's do it.
Man, I'm so glad KJ's here. We were looking for a super fan, and now we found a super fan. This is awesome, man. So KJ is on Island 98.9.
Yes, sir.
One of the young guns is a part of the Compass Radio Group, and here we are. We're underway.
Are off. Wow, 4 years. It's been a long wait. I promise you that. I'm not lying.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for in this whole thing?
In this whole thing, I'd have to say there's a lot of teams. I'm not gonna lie. With the expansion and everything that's been going on, it's interesting. But I think my finalist is between Spain and France. And, hey, I think it's between our two young guns that we have with Lamine Yamal in Spain. And then you've also got Mbappe, who almost made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In 2022. I think this year is his year to do it, but we have a lot of stories across the entire tournament. You know, the three greatest players of the 2010s generation, Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo, this is all their final World Cup.
That's what Ben was saying. He's like, this year's kind of like a changing of the guard for the World Cup.
Yes, it is.
You know, all the young guys are coming in, and not that they're old guys. They're old for the game. They're moving on. Not old for the earth.
Yeah. I'd say for the game, most part, you know, they are older. But when it comes down to it, there are a lot of stories because football is more than just a game.
Yeah, it's the beautiful game.
It's the beautiful game.
Yeah.
I love that you know that. I love that you know that. It gives that kind of, oomph to it.
Mexico so far controlling the possession for the first minute and a half of this game.
For sure.
Keeping it around midfield. Looks like that. This is like the feeling out process, right? No, now they're starting.
I wouldn't say it's a feeling out process because
they just go straight hard.
This is an international tournament.
Okay.
And what makes things that much more interesting is that when it comes down to international tournaments, you can't be as conservative as you want to be.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there we go. Ben is back with some tasty beverages. Slide on over, KJ. We'll get Ben that headset. And then, here we are. Oh, man.
It feels amazing.
So we found our super fan, Ben.
Oh, yeah, KJ.
I'm the super fan.
KJ.
I'm the super fan. I want to be here every day.
We got a request about the light strength. I don't know if you can turn down the light.
To who? For people behind us?
Yeah, exactly. They say
now they can't see us, though. So how?
Well, they can't see me.
Yeah.
I've completely disappeared.
Can't see you.
It's just really, really dark in here.
Yeah.
It's just really, really dark in here.
Well, we need a little bit of light. I don't know how to do this for those people. I'm sorry, folks. Here, maybe I'll aim it down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
There. How's that? Is that better?
Could be.
I think that's better.
Woo. Yes. But when it comes down to this game specifically, we've seen a lot of controversy in terms of
that was a slide tackle, and my man is down. Now, how much flopping actually happens, and how often are they actually
That's a great question.
It really depends.
Okay.
It really depends.
So you're going to kind of like coach. You and Ben are going to kind of like coach me through this because obviously
pretty much, maybe,
I played football when I was like 5-6 years old, and I played FIFA soccer on game. Okay. But I'm not as versed in all the play calls and stuff like that. I have watched Ted Lasso.
Okay, that helps you more than you think. That helps you more than you think. You'll understand some analogies. That we make.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how much Ben is versed. in football.
Ben was at the last World Cup in Qatar.
Hey,
that's
beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Shake
my hand. So he's probably just as versed as
penalty kick. Oh, he went for the goal on that.
Okay, so that's actually not a penalty. That's a free kick.
Free kick. I'm sorry.
That's a free kick. So penalties are only inside of the 18-yard box.
Gotcha.
So that big box you see with the blue guy in it, the keeper, that's the 18-yard box.
All right. So he had a free kick there, and I know during those you don't always have to go for the goal, but he tried to kick it right through those two gentlemen, and it didn't work. Physics took over.
The wall did its job.
The wall did its job. That's what the commentators would say.
Yeah.
But more or less, this game is extremely interesting, considering that South Africa hosted the one in 2010. This could be a goal. Oh, what a save.
That was a good shot.
That was a great save.
That was a bullet, too. That was
a great save. I don't want to take away from the shot, but that was a great save. For him to hit it on the half volley like that with his left foot, I'm not sure if he's left-footed. Oh, Raul Jimenez, he's not left-footed, actually, so that's his weak foot. Even harder.
Yeah.
That is a great save from the South African goalkeeper.
That dude was 4 feet off the ground, too, after he kicked that ball, man. The leg strength on these guys is
Corner comes
unreal.
in.
Corner comes in.
Great punch. Mexico still in possession.
Oh,
South Africa not clearing it well.
Yeah, you gotta get it out.
Very dangerous.
turnover in the zone.
Oh, here we go. South Africa could be on the counterattack here.
Man, Mexico is giving it to South
And here
Africa
we go.
every time they touch
here
the
we
ball.
go. He needs to hold his run, but he didn't.
A 2-on-1 break.
In that moment, he has to hold his run.
But he was having a very heavy touch on that ball.
Most definitely.
So the ball got away from him really, really fast.
It is very sad. It is very sad. But Raul Jimenez, is the great strike. Great strike on his left foot. A Premier League striker at that. So, hey, you know he should have that in his locker.
Who's his club team?
Wolves.
Oh, Wolves?
Wolves. Last time I checked, he played for Wolves. I'm not sure if he's still there.
Okay.
Because he did have a head injury a couple years back, but from last I checked, he's still with Wolves.
KJ, you got to be here for the finals because we're back for the finals.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
if
yeah,
we're here
man,
for the finals, I'm definitely here.
Yeah,
I'm definitely here.
You're locked
definitely
in,
here.
man. You're
Yeah,
locked in.
I'm locked
And we're
in.
doing 2 games in between the finals. We haven't announced
beautiful.
those games yet,
Beautiful,
but we need you a part of all of these.
Okay, for
All
sure.
right?
I'm definitely here.
All right,
I'll
perfect.
completely open my schedule for these games specifically.
Yeah, what do you do during the day? You're like, it's World Cup day. I'm out of here.
I mean, according to my clock, it's skin past bone, so this is what is on the TV right now, and this is what's taking up most of my attention.
Love
I'm
it.
not going to lie. Not going to lie. I mean,
6 minutes have gone by.
6 minutes in. I think, especially for Mexico being the host, these first 15 minutes are going to be very, very vital for them.
It's typical with a settling down of a team that's playing in its national stadium on the World Cup stage. Those nerves have got to be just outstanding.
Absolutely incredible. Because I think this is the first time in a while we've seen Mexico host the World Cup.
Yeah.
And obviously,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Azteca holds, what is it, 85,000
it's
people?
around there,
Yeah, it's
around
85,000.
85. No, like when South America really has the grasp when it comes to football.
Yeah.
You know, Aztec Stadium, you know, the stadium for River Plate in Argentina.
Argentina, yeah.
The stadium for Boca Juniors. Simple
Legendary
stadiums
clubs.
like those.
Legendary clubs.
Legendary. And when you walk in, the place is rocking before the game even kicks off. The players haven't even gotten out on the field, and the place is jumping.
The place is filled with
It's beautiful. It is beautiful, I must say.
That ref is a house.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, but on the refs
that
headsets,
cameras?
he has a camera. 'Cause you
Okay.
can get, there's like a ref's eye
ref
view.
cam. Oh, it's beautiful.
ref
Do they
cam.
switch to that during the game or just
I don't
probably
during
highlights
the game.
and replays?
I think
During
depending
replays.
on if there's like a goal or, you know, if there's something, you know, interesting that happens, we'll see a ref cam.
See a ref
maybe.
cam,
maybe.
yeah.
But, you know, it really depends. It really depends. Hey, man, I don't think you guys understand how excited I am just for
You
the
got a
World Cup
Mexico
to
jersey.
start. The thing is, I don't support Mexico, and I have a
you
Mexico
could have
shirt
fooled
on.
me today.
Hey,
I think when you have the shirt, KJ, it means you support the team. I'm sorry, buddy. I think that's the way you
Hate
got to
to
roll
break
with
it
that
to
one.
hey, for the game, I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe. But South Africa's cool too. I mean, how
did you come across that shirt then? If you did, you don't know how you got it.
No, I do know how I got it because I actually bought it myself.
Okay.
I went away to Orlando.
All right.
And this was in 2023, and this was like a year after the Qatar World Cup.
Yeah.
So this was like just a couple months after the shirts got released. I was in the mall and they were on sale.
They were on sale, yeah.
So
right on.
I could have gotten one shirt for $20.
I can tell you
20
this.
USD
So
at that.
you know I was in Qatar for the
Oh,
World Cup.
he
here we
stole
go,
it.
here we go.
He stole it.
Raul Jimenez free in the box. Goal!
Goal!
1-0 to Mexico. Yes, sir. See, it's a reason why I have the Mexico shirt on
see, there you
today.
go.
I told you, the hooks are bubbling here in the first 10 minutes of the 2026 World Cup, and I promise you,
Oh, man.
I cannot
That was a great goal.
wait for the rest of these games, man. We have another one happening actually tonight between, I think it's South Korea and the Czech Republic. I will be watching that game myself.
8:40 into the game, the first goal for Mexico, and I looked around the crowd to see who's cheering for Mexico, and I would say it's about 25% of the people here were going nuts for the Mexico goal.
I mean, if I'm in that 25%,
Yeah.
I'm holding up like 10. So,
Yeah,
we
you
do our
count as
jobs.
extra.
We do our jobs. I mean, what's going on for the stream right now?
Yeah, we'll
you know
we'll
how
work
it is
out.
with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes
we'll work
it
that
is a
out.
little slow, but
we're
we'll
live
work it
right
out.
now from Camana Bay Cinema, and all
Are
these
we?
games are free. Yeah, we're live streaming right now on YouTube
really?
and on the
I got some
Facebook page.
snacks. Anybody want some
Hey, you're not
snacks?
supposed to bring those in, man, or did you buy those here?
I buy those.
Okay, all right. I thought you were pulling them out your pocket.
Nah. You got to support. You got to support.
Yeah. But no, we're live here, and we're going to be live for 4 games, live streaming here on our YouTube page as well as Facebook on Z99.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
And had we known you were going to be here, we would have streamed it on Island, too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
right.
we can.
We'll do that next time.
yeah, next time we're streaming on Island for sure. So
Most definitely.
It's
most definitely.
Compass
This is-
Radio's first ever sports live stream and the first ever sports live
I'll be
event
here.
here
I'll be
at
here.
Camana Bay Cinema.
I'll definitely be here.
Yeah, the
For
tickets
sure.
are free. Did you go on and register for your tickets, or you were just like,
Actually,
nah,
didn't.
I'm rolling up?
I didn't. I saw it. I was like, free? Okay. I'm just going to roll in on the day, and then whatever happens, happens.
Hey, well, you found a seat,
So-
man. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was
It was meant to
karma.
be. It's been a great day for me. I don't know about anybody else.
How much have you been looking forward to this year's World Cup?
I don't, like, very much so.
Yeah.
Like, very much. The last time the World Cup happened, I was in the UK for school, and I watched it. Some of the games, I was in class.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I had exams that year. Did I really study for mocks?
Yeah. So
No.
KJ, who do you cheer for? Who do you support when it comes to national teams?
To be honest,
Aside from Cayman
And Mexico.
and
Okay.
Mexico.
to be
apparently.
honest, in terms of international football, obviously you have to support home local.
Yeah.
I try to go to all of the Cayman games that they have here. They don't have much, especially with
Right.
the national team, but I try to go to as many as possible. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
Just by jurisdiction. If you are Caymanian or you live in Cayman, if you're not supporting your own country,
Right.
if you're from here, you're born in Cayman, live in Cayman, you automatically should be supporting England. That should be the case. It
that-
makes
a
the
lot of
most
people say
logical
that.
sense.
A
It makes
lot
the
of people
most
say
logical
that.
sense.
Yeah.
However, some people don't support England because they don't like England. And that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel if you are from Cayman, you should be supporting England. But to each their own.
I read an
To each their
article. I read an article. This might actually apply with you, Stick, in some ways. I read an article about when you can support certain teams in your life cycle.
Okay.
You know, like if you go to a place and you stay there a little while, or
Right.
you feel a real big connection to the place,
Yes.
then you can, in some cases, legitimately feel like that team is yours.
Yeah, how long? Because, Ben, you've moved around the world. You've moved around pretty much everywhere.
Well,
What if you had to claim, obviously outside
Yeah.
of Cayman, because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
here now, this is where you've been for a long
Right.
time, but outside of this country, what else would you claim?
I have an interesting story with that.
I'm
like,
very interested to hear this.
Yeah,
so I
Ben's he's the most interesting man in the world. But not a lot of people know.
I'd say so.
But Modelo passed on him.
yeah, right. I went for a guy with a more rugged look.
Yeah, you got a better beard.
Well, for me, like I could claim South Korea because I lived in South Korea for a while. I have a South Korean national team shirt.
Nice.
The Red Devils, they call themselves, the South Koreans. I got very much into the culture, for the football culture there, and of course, Son is an amazing player. He's a great player. I love watching him play. So I could also claim the Netherlands because I lived over there in Amsterdam for a while.
Nice.
I could claim Qatar for having lived there for a while. So all those places are available to me.
You've lived in a lot of places. You've lived in a lot of places.
And of course, my home country of the U.S. and Cayman.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
that's fair.
but I got to say, the team that I'm
nice.
most excited about in their football, aside from South Korea, not even by a little bit, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Netherlands do.
Yes.
The Netherlands are a very strong squad. I mentioned to you this morning on Z99 Stick that there's a German economist that did a survey and did a analysis of all the World Cup national teams, and he feels like the Netherlands are going to be the ones that are going to win it this year.
Oh, wow. Weren't they close
Interesting.
last year? Was it
Yeah.
their last tournament?
They were.
Was it
they
maybe
were,
two
but
tournaments
they were
ago they were close?
stopped,
Yeah.
I think in was it the quarters?
It was a quarterfinals.
Quarters were against Argentina on penalties.
Yeah,
I don't believe that game should have ever gone to penalties. I think it should have been done from like a regular time. But wow,
Yeah, I know.
Weghorst
It's
in the final minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man. He
something
just flipped
different.
that dude.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see. Now that we approach the 15-minute mark, I'm very interested to see how the referees are going to conduct themselves throughout the entirety of the tournament, because it's going to be very, very interesting to see what they let go, what they blow their whistle for, because, we see a lot in terms of UEFA.
I love the still that's on right now. He's like, chill.
When I hear that question, whenever I hear people talk about it, they always say kind of like a similar thing, and that is, I just want consistency.
I think that's the only thing we ask for.
Just give me consistency. Just don't be calling things, a little bit out of bounds. Don't be calling things that don't really work. Just call things the same way
for both teams.
For both teams.
I feel like it's just a case where we as fans, we don't look at things like, for example, VAR. We see it a lot in the Premier League, one of the biggest global leagues in the world, and the Champions League, the biggest continental league in Europe, with UEFA, and now we're having an international tournament. I'm very interested to see, with all the technology that goes behind offsides, goals themselves with goal line technology and semi-automated offsides and VAR, one of the most controversial things in football as of right now. A lot of people don't like VAR, A lot of people don't like VAR.
I have mixed feelings about it myself. I mean, unless my team benefits from it, I'm not a big fan of VAR.
No one really is a big fan of VAR. If your
real.
team is not benefiting from VAR, you're not a big fan of them at all. But, hey, I'm very interested to see how things go for this tournament, because there are a lot of stories, not just in terms of the players, but in terms of everything surrounding the tournament. For example, you had the Somalian referee who was denied entry into the U.S. He was greeted as a hero when he came back home, and he's now been given the UEFA Super Cup between Paris Saint-Germain and Aston Villa. And I think that's a great move from UEFA to,
busting out a yellow card.
First yellow card of the tournament here in the 17th minute. Wow.
1-0 Mexico right now over South America. Like KJ said, we're in the 17th minute. My name is Stick from Z99. This is KJ from Island 98.9, soon to be also Z99. And we got Ben from Gold 94.9. Watching the watch party here at Camana Bay Cinema.
Is that a card for? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'd say it's a card. I'd say it's
tripping.
It's like the third trip of the game, though. I think they were finally like, all right, eventually we got to throw a yellow card out there.
I think you could have just cautioned. I think you could have just give him a little.
Nah, that's the thing though. You have to set the tone. I feel like that was one of those. I feel like that was one of those challenges from the South African player. The coach will let you know, them first 15 minutes, you're in hostile territory. Yeah. This stadium is bouncing with Mexico fans. Even though there are South African fans here, you got to go out there. You got to let them know you're here.
Yeah. Well, to this point, the South African team has been more physical.
They have. Here's the thing, though. When it comes down to international tournaments, it's not just about being physical.
Right.
A lot of the times you'll see with the level, it is very, 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 very easy to identify, especially when it comes down to different countries. So, for example, South America, Central America, they have a certain level. They're very technical. They're also very physical, because South America is a very, very physical region. With South Africa, those guys are more skillful. They like to, really do tricks on the ball, make you look silly. Especially with the Brazilians, they do that a lot as well. Europe is very, very technical. Europe is very very technical. So I think Europe performs at the highest level, and what it really comes down to is a lot of these international teams actually don't get together that much. So
unless they're playing friendlies.
Yes, unless they're playing friendlies.
Or they're playing in a regional tournament.
There you go.
There you
go. AFCON for Africa. You've got Copa America for South America.
The Euros.
That dude just kicked the ball 3/4 of the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's a standard for professionals.
Yeah.
That is the standard for professionals. You should be able, as a goalkeeper, you should be able to do that.
Is that what you play? You play goalie when you play?
I have. I feel like that's the
play
only
all around
position.
the pitch
except midfield.
That's the only position I'd be able to play as goalie.
Except midfield. Ben knows. Ben knows. Ben has ball knowledge.
What's midfield?
Midfield is the engine of the team. And here, lovely long shot, and it's just wide. Listen, I'm telling you.
Tell me more about midfield.
So, what the midfield is, obviously you have your attack, your midfield, your defense, and your goalie.
Your goalie
is only one. It wasn't far away at all. Your goalie, he protects your goal. You have your defenders. It could be 4, it could be 3, it could be 5. Your midfield is your engine. You feel me? So we're talking Ochoa, 40 years old. This is his 4th World Cup, guys. 4th World Cup. Crazy. With the engine room, this is where everything goes down. This is where the most physicality is. This is where you have to have the most stamina. This is where the tempo of the game is dictated, right here in the midfield.
Uh-oh.
So as you can see here,
that was going to be a stoppage in play.
When you have your center backs, which is your main defenders, stepping into the midfield and they're doing the midfielder's job, you feel me? It's a lot. It's a lot. And you want to be able to have your engine room constantly going, you know? Because usually in different games, you'll see a lot of the times managers won't sub out their main defenders or their main attackers. They'll just sub out your midfielders because you want to have that engine room constantly running, constantly being able to dictate the pace and, if you need to, take the ball from the opposition, you know, press where you need to, fill in gaps that attackers may leave in the press. And that is a very, very late challenge.
Yeah.
That is a very, very late challenge. I'm very, very surprised the referee isn't reaching in his pocket this time. Because, like I said,
he's got
to be consistent, and that's what we're talking about. The first challenge, you know, let it go. Second challenge, you give a yellow card. Right there, that is indeed a very, very high foot.
Yeah.
That is a very, very high foot. I'd say that is a yellow card.
And he's like, what? You're calling that on us? You better call that on them. You yelling at the ref right now.
And that's what we're talking about, that consistency.
Yeah.
And this is where the game starts to get juicy.
But I thought, honestly, like, you know, I thought that guy slid first and then the contact happened after. It's not like he slid, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of incidental after the slide. But, man, they're getting physical out there wrestling for this ball.
For sure. I promise you, when you put that shirt on, and it's no longer a case where you're playing for your own body, but you're playing for your country. It's a different type of pride.
Yeah.
It's a different type of grit. Great cross. South Africa need to get it cleared out of their third. And Mexico really, really just putting pressure on them. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here from Mexico. Yeah. Mexico are really, really pushing South Africa into their final third. You got Roberto Carlos, Brazilian legend. That is Cafu right behind him. Legends of the game.
We're in the
with Real
22nd
Madrid
minute.
And AC Milan. Hey,
22nd minute right now. Mexico is up 1-0. Doing our live watch party from Camana Bay Cinema. Free tickets for you all World Cup long. They're showing every game on these theaters, KJ.
Really?
Every game.
Every game?
Every game.
Every game?
Every game.
Wow.
You could live here for the next 2 weeks or next month.
So where's my bed?
Well, these pull out into beds, man.
Okay,
like, look at these beds up front.
Ooh. Mexican goalkeeper couldn't put both of his hands.
Ooh. How bad does that hurt?
That is very interesting. No, it hurts if it's directly in your abdomen. However, we may have just seen a handball right at the edge of the box.
Really?
VAR is more than likely checking this as we speak, and this player has gone down late, and now the referee has to get control of this game. We're almost 25 minutes in, and this is the second yellow card to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is getting very, very juicy.
How many yellow cards do you get, or is it per player?
It's per player.
Okay.
2 equals a red, and you are automatically off. If you get a straight red card
for the whole game,
you're off.
Yeah,
you're off.
And the team has to play a man down.
Yes, for the rest of the game.
He didn't even make contact.
Nah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Look at.
He did.
Well,
if you see the replay, you'll see he did make contact. But any sort of contact that you can sell to the referee can be beneficial to your team.
What was that guy's last name?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know if we could say it on radio.
I was gonna say. Did you read it the same way I did, Ben?
I read it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it because I was talking to Stick. But,
something whole.
Yeah. Something whole.
Something whole.
I mean, hey, that's another thing. Legends are made at the World Cup.
Yes.
Because
big time players make big time plays and big time games, man. This is it.
And at the same time, it's also a case where you never know who's going to emerge a hero for their country.
Yeah.
Well, South Africa's got a free kick here, guys.
In a very, very dangerous position.
Yeah.
On the right wing.
Is that a good angle?
It's not a bad one in swinger.
If you can get it,
beats the first man.
If you could have gotten
clear to South Africa's midfield.
If you could have had that ball headed into the goal area, that would have been a whole lot better.
Yeah,
for South Africa.
I mean, it is a wasted free kick, but you know, in times like these, you have to take every chance that you get.
Yeah,
you know, it's just one of those things where you know you are here, you're watching, you know, you're feeling feeling
the vibe. You get wrapped up in it, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
hydration
So
break.
our first
break, yeah.
hydration break. Now we can all take a break and just relax.
So
That
the clock,
is-
I know the clock stays running and they add on the extra time. Does that included the hydration break included every time someone's on the ground? It's included. Like who's stopwatching that?
So how stoppage time works is, man, you want to take this?
No,
one?
go for it.
And if
buddy.
I'm
Go for
asking
it.
too many dumb
No, no,
questions,
no,
just
no,
tell
no.
me.
This is the whole point of having
whole point
a
of
watch
football.
party. We're
Okay.
all conversating. We're all watching the game. We're all interacting. That's the whole point of a watch party. So what happens with hydration breaks? Because Mexico and obviously, for example, Canada, it'll be really, really hot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their actual temperature. Because it's prime summer.
Yeah.
Right?
Ben, can you look the temperature in Mexico City up
It's
right
like
now?
93 or 94.
Really? Okay.
But
So hotter than Cayman.
yeah. But here's the thing. Cayman just humid. Cayman just humid because we're more tropical than them.
Right.
But with the hydration breaks is like, for example, you'll get one in the 25th minute, and then you keep going until the 45th minute. That's
Okay.
half time. You'll get added minutes at the end of the first half, and you'll also get added time at the end of the
Right.
second half.
See, that was the last name.
I don't think Mexico really needs an hydration break at 76 degrees.
Oh, 76
right
degrees.
now.
For
For
right
right
now.
now.
Right now they don't.
For right now.
But give it a
but
couple of weeks.
Give
Yeah.
it a couple of days. I'd say give it
Yeah,
a couple
right.
of days. And you also have to remember that for a lot of these stadiums, they're very, very high. They're very, very high above sea level. So the air
Yeah.
is a lot for them to. It takes a lot for you to get air.
Yeah, right
It's
on.
always interesting because like the NFL goes and plays some games in Mexico City every
yeah,
year.
it
You
does.
know, so it's always interesting to see how those players adjust to the climate and really
Yeah.
just the. I mean, they got rabid fans down there for
For
American
sure,
football
for
as
sure,
well.
For sure. And here you can see the Mexican ultras. You know what I'm saying? This is their pride and
Yeah, like
joy.
the guy
This
in
is
front.
Aztec City. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting to see, the stories. But what I really want to talk about is how every country has their own story. So for example, right? We've got the US, we've got Canada, we've got Mexico. All of them have come together to make a bid to host different games across all three countries, right? But you also, outside of that, have smaller countries who've gone through so much to be here.
Yeah,
For
we
example,
mentioned Curacao. We mentioned that
Curacao.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a story.
It's great. It's a great
It
story.
could have been Jamaica.
The Blue Wave.
It could have been Jamaica. I mean, most of Jamaica is supporting Brazil
Yeah.
because that's usually how
That's
it goes.
how it usually goes.
But when it comes down to the different stories between each country, it is so beautiful to see, how all of these teams come together for just a couple weeks to represent their country. And I promise you, it's more than a game. This is life.
Football is life.
Football is life, indeed. It is indeed. It is indeed. I promise you. For example, with South Africa, they hosted the 2010 World Cup. Since then, we haven't really seen much out of them, and they're supposed to be one of the powerhouses of AFCON, along with Ghana, along with Senegal, who are dark horses in this tournament. Both coming off of great AFCON tournaments. Senegal winning that controversially against
Very
Morocco.
controversial.
Very controversial.
What do you think? Do you think Morocco should have taken the?
No,
the,
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I feel like the decision was right because I don't feel it was a penalty in the first place.
I agree.
However, AFCON is one of those.
AFCON's notorious.
It is notorious
Yeah.
for just providing entertainment, so you have to go along with
Yeah.
it. In terms of the European countries, we have France with Mbappe looking for his first, Dembele coming off of a double treble
Yep.
the last 2 years, and now the story is who does Deschamps use to lead the France team to the World Cup final? Does he use Mbappe, who is the captain of the French national team?
I think you have
or
to.
do
I think
you
you have to use
switch it
Mbappe.
up
Yep.
and provide Dembele with that stepping stone that he's been looking for in that French
Well,
national team?
if he wants it, he's going to take it. If he wants,
I feel that this is the year that the Champs should give Dembele that armband, considering that Dembele has used the last 2 years for his club.
That's also
to-
he's also a victim of circumstance because I read an article today about Mbappe playing for Real Madrid, and he just so happens to be at Real Madrid while PSG is having this massive resurgence. So I mean, is
Here's the
it
thing.
a victim of circumstance? I mean, they were very close 4 years ago.
It's not a victim of circumstance. A through ball here for Mexico. If he gets past this last defender, he could take a shot.
Oh.
Blocked. And South Africa can breathe another sigh of relief.
They've spent a lot of time on defense.
They
South
have,
Africa
they
has.
have, they
Like,
have.
It's been a full field press
Yes.
out of Mexico. Really, since the opening kick.
First half hour has been all Mexico. They've just controlled possession. Their engine room has been flowing effortlessly. From the formation that I'm seeing, a great switch here. If he gets it, great touch.
1-0 Mexico right now in the 30th minute.
It's looking like a case where South Africa is going to be pinned down for most of the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that my final prediction was 2-1 Mexico.
Okay.
I think South Africa's
That's
going to be
fair.
able to. I think South Africa can win this one.
Did you enter the Compass pool?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Who do you got winning?
I got France winning.
You got France
I got,
winning?
I, got,
All right.
I got France winning. I got Spain and France in the final.
I think that's what I have in the final, but I got Spain winning.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
It's going to come down to me and you, KJ.
It might just. But that's why I go back to the story.
Yeah.
For example, a lot of people have France as favorites, but there's a reason for that. When it comes down to it, France has probably the strongest team on paper, player for player, pound for pound. France wipes everyone. I think the only team that stands a chance on paper when it comes to France is maybe Spain, Netherlands, and you could consider England. Maybe depending on who they call up. With Thomas Tuchel, the people that he's called up has been very, very controversial because a lot of players that always get called up for the England squad did not get a call up for the World Cup. So it's very interesting to see how that team is going to perform considering that they've got a new coach. He's German. The English coach is German. I want you to keep that in mind. That's very, very...
Is that legal?
It is legal.
Oh,
it is
very
legal.
much.
You do
I'm
not
joking.
need to be from the
No,
country
the U.S. coach was
to coach their national
Yeah, the
team.
U.S. coach wasn't from the U.S.
No,
a couple years ago.
He wasn't. He's
I
not, and
just
he's
want to
not
mention
now.
this. If you're watching on Rush Sports right now, you know their engineers behind the scenes freaking out. There's a thing running across the bottom that says, sorry, there's some audio and technical issues. And I've been on that side of the coin when you're trying to set up a broadcast.
You're trying so hard.
There's nothing you can do. So if you're watching on Rush and you're experiencing a couple pauses and some audio issues, they're working on it and they're fixing it.
They're trying. They're trying.
Yep.
You can't be mad. You can't be mad.
No, you're broadcasting this.
Technology is going to have
it's a blessing and a curse, man.
Yes.
It really is.
It is.
When it should work, it shouldn't, and what can go wrong will go wrong. And you know these people, like this is the World Cup to the players, but it's also the World Cup to the production, the cameraman. Like it's a big deal to them, and they want to get it right. That was a nice breakaway. Look at this pass.
Yeah, but he's offside. He's way offside.
Yeah, way offside. Way offside.
So offside in football is different than offside in hockey. Obviously,
Very
there's not a line. You can't be beyond the defenders.
Exactly.
Is that it?
Okay, so there is a line. It's invisible. But you as a player, as a professional, you should be able to use your own mental capacity to gauge where that line is.
Gotcha.
So, for example, right now, just to give you an example of offside, right? Mexico has possession of the ball. The player who has the ball currently, he's the last man. Whoever is the last man before the goalkeeper.
Gotcha.
Before the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper is out, whoever is behind him is now the goalkeeper. Whoever is in is.
So there could be some gamesmanship too about where your last man is, right?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be very, very controversial.
Yeah.
But it's the last defender before the goalkeeper.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you are behind the last defender before the goalkeeper, you're offside.
Okay.
As long as you are in front of that last defender, you're onside. But it also depends on body parts as well.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just have people cherry picking back there, just hanging out.
Yes. So
And a lot of teams have that strategy.
It's shoulder of last defender.
Oh.
South Africa inside the box. If he gets the pass off,
bad
he
pass.
doesn't.
That was a
it's
bad
a very,
pass.
very bad pass. And you can't blame the South African player for being mad because it's like in that position you really, really want a good pass.
Right.
And here we're seeing
he gave him the
Spain
look.
legends. That is David Silva and Carles Puyol from the Spain national team. They used to play for Barcelona and Manchester City respectively.
It looked like Walter Payton.
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna act like I know who Walter Payton is. I don't know who Walter Payton is. When it comes out to football, I know a lot, just for no reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
It's just the passion.
nice
It's
pass.
a great control from the Mexican player.
I love when they show that camera that's field level just so you can see the speed of the players as they run full speed.
Because that's a great tackle. It's a great tackle. All ball with his left foot. When you get onto that little level where it looks like it's happening at real speed.
Yeah,
it's happening way faster.
Yeah,
way faster.
Oh, it's crazy how athletic these guys are.
For sure. And football is a game of pace, for sure. Great skill.
Oh,
Mexico, great possession here. This could be very, very dangerous. I'm smelling something. Overlap. He gets the pass. It could be driven into the box.
Oh, nice stop.
Great collection from the South African keeper.
I'd say we got more of a South African crowd here. There was a lot of claps for that. I mean, when Mexico scored, there wasn't a huge uproar, but when that stop happened, we got South Africans in the house today.
I mean, hey, you got to represent. You got to represent. If there's South Africans in here, hey, you can raise your hands, guys. You can raise your hands. I mean, hey, it's going to be interesting to see how these last 10 minutes play out for the first half. I'm very, very interested to see what is going to happen in the second half. I want to see what adjustments the South African team are going to make.
They got to be more aggressive, right?
For sure.
I mean, that's part of it, but you can't be pinned back. You can't get too aggressive and then get beat, right?
Most definitely. When it comes down to it, you can't just be aggressive. You have to be intentional with your aggression.
Right.
Because if your aggression is misplaced, you will get a red card.
And then you will visit the locker room.
Mexico just
and we don't know what happens after, because I don't think you guys understand how serious people take the World Cup.
Oh, I do. He
was
in Qatar last year.
Just a quick look at the stats. Mexico with 6 attempts on goal, 2 on target, and South Africa with neither.
2 goose eggs for South Africa.
2 goose eggs. That's a great analogy. I like that analogy. I might have to steal that and add that to the arsenal. 2 goose eggs. That's crazy. 1-0 here in the 37th minute here in Mexico City. We are underway for World Cup 2026, ladies and gentlemen, people. I am absolutely buzzing. I don't know about anybody else. If you are feeling World Cup fever, hey, put it in the chat.
Yep. There's only one place to watch all games on a big screen, and that is Camana Bay Cinema. Go to cinema.ky, and you can reserve your seats for absolutely free.
F-R-E-E.
And don't worry, if one theater's full, guess what? They're opening up another, and then they're opening up another. They opened up 3 theaters for this today.
Oh, for real?
3 theaters, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Is nobody wanting these snacks? I feel like I'm the only one snacking.
No,
here.
you go for it.
You're okay. I haven't eaten today, and if I start,
between you guys, I'm out here eating fruit snacks or drinking juice.
I want to order a pizza in a little bit. They got a menu. I want to go grab that menu real quick.
Somebody's feeling hungry.
Did you see what was on there? Oh, these people are like laying together with a blanket watching this. Mother and son. Love that.
I might have to bring a blanket next time.
Yeah, see, look. They got a full menu here.
That's crazy.
The World Cup menu.
How can we do some promotion? I want to do some promotion. I want people to know about us.
Yeah, well, we're here. You can get a bucket of Michelob Ultra here. You got unlimited popcorn for the entire match. My gosh. Yeah, unlimited match popcorn. That's amazing.
No, for $9. That's not bad.
No.
That's not bad.
For what, 2 hours?
For unlimited popcorn, that's not bad. Hey.
Yeah. They got nachos, chicken wings, pizza, unlimited refills, and then, of course, you can add fries and soda to any of those things as well.
Where are we streaming from? Are we streaming from Twitch?
No, we're on YouTube, and we're on our Facebook pages as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll do the whole Twitch. We'll do it all. But this was the first initial run, and
for sure,
we got to get it going. But it's Compass Radio's YouTube page. So shout out to everybody watching us there right now, and everybody watching on Facebook. We are live at the cinema at Camana Bay. Sports at the Cinema is here.
Sports at the Cinema.
Yeah, there we are,
I'm loving
man.
this, guys. I'm
Yeah.
loving this.
Give it a like. Give it a follow. Subscribe.
Most definitely. I think we should start promoting this, guys.
Yeah.
To everyone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, this was the first one we've ever done. This was kind of like a pilot idea.
Yeah. Some people probably didn't know about it, so if we can get the word out there, then
yeah.
It'll be really, really good. But I'm definitely interested to see how everything is going to play out when it comes down to this game.
Oh, that guy just got trucked.
That is an absolutely terrible challenge.
Yeah,
terrible
the
challenge.
ref's coming over to have a little conversation now.
He should, man. That was borderline uncalled for, Ben.
It was very, very uncalled for. I'd say so.
He just lined him up and ran him over.
Yeah, it happens.
That's crazy.
That's football.
Yeah, that is football. That is football. I think he deserves a yellow card, me personally. But
I'd have to see it again.
You'd have to see it again?
Here you go.
Here we go. Here we go. It's a very late challenge, and he just absolutely smashes through him. He absolutely smashes through him.
That's not a card for me. That's a.
I'd say it's a fair warning.
That's a fair.
It's a fair warning. However,
I'm very limited where I think.
Me personally, in this second half is going to be very, very interesting. The ref needs to get a hold of the game, and I'm seeing a little bit why South Africa is playing the way that they're playing. I think because they are a smaller side and a weaker side. Oh,
steal.
I feel like because they are a smaller side and based off the formation that they play, it is the reason that they're losing currently because they are lined up in a 5-back.
It's the 40th minute. Mexico's up 1-0 right now over South Africa, who doesn't even have a shot on goal yet.
That is a very, very harsh follow-through.
Yeah.
Very harsh follow-through. Studs on the feet. In the 41st minute here, Mexico up 1-0 in the first game of the World Cup 2026. Goal by Quinones, who plays for PSV, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, kind of missed that one.
Missed kick into the middle of the park. Falls for a South African player. He's pickpocketed, and Mexico can go on a counterattack here.
Mexico has just been controlling this ball game.
Julian Quinones.
South Africa just cannot retain possession at all.
At all.
Get anything going.
Yes, it's been very interesting to see. And here we go. I think he may be offside.
What a defensive play.
He may have been offside there.
That was a great defensive play, though, even if he was.
It was very, very good. Very, very good. Is this... Ooh, Chucky Lozano. He's starting on the left wing for Mexico.
Oh, get it to the man
There's
to the right.
Alvarez.
Get it to him. Yeah, take that shot.
There's their right back. I wouldn't take the shot from there. He's probably looking to cross. I feel like that's Mexico's game plan. They're trying to use the wings.
Balls down the pitch into the box.
Oh, he slipped. The dude slipped.
From Lozano. Here we go. And Springer. Raul Jimenez, just a touch.
Oh, what a save.
What a save from the South African goalkeeper. I keep saying what a save. This guy is absolutely impeccable in the goal.
Yeah,
and
dove
Raul
to his
Jimenez
left and got it with his left hand.
That wouldn't actually count. He's at full stretch. He doesn't get much on it.
No.
But what gets to him is the fact that Raul Jimenez, he's expecting a touch. So he has to go full stretch. Whole time, Raul Jimenez hasn't even been able to get in a position where he can touch it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just
good call.
The bounce kills him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Julian Quinones again, long shot.
Oh,
blocked. Swing.
Back in the box.
Oh, what a
Quinones
pass.
again. It's off the post. It is off the post. Wow. Mexico is really turning up the heat right now in these final moments of the first half.
That was a funny interaction.
Little tangle.
Two quick fire shots.
Oh, right off the back
from Mexico. One pushing the keeper to full stretch.
And
Julian Quinones hitting the
So
left
you asked
post.
about
Here is the ref count.
Yeah,
here's the ref count that Stick was asking about. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm very excited for the second half. I don't know if anyone in here is as excited as me, and they're probably getting tired of my voice, but they'll be fine.
That's all right. We're here to watch the game, KJ, and I'm glad you're here with us.
For
KJ
sure.
from Island 98.9. That is Ben from 94.9 Gold FM, and my name is Stick from Z99. Doing our first ever watch party from Camana Bay.
Yes, sir.
Just go to cinema.ky if you want your free tickets to any of the games.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We should put that in the chat.
Go reserve your seats.
Oh, here we go. Mexico again on the counterattack. Looking, Raul Jimenez, he's all alone.
Yeah, they just didn't have the numbers.
It to him. Here in these last 2 minutes of regulation for the first half, we're about to get added time. I'm not sure how much time we're going to get. But what I'm very interested to see as well, with UEFA, they've been adding a lot of added time. On top of,
was that a handball?
It could have been if his hand was outside of a natural position, but you don't know. Sometimes it is dangerous if you're very, very close to the box because giving away set pieces, you never know when it comes to teams. And set pieces have become a very, very vital part of the game. We saw it with Arsenal this season.
Yeah.
You know, they used a lot of set pieces to get to, you know, the end of respective competitions, for example.
Is this the first or second corner for South Africa?
I think this is the second.
Yeah.
I think this is the second corner I've seen from South Africa, the entire game.
Yeah.
They've not been acting like Arsenal, but it's been a very, very Arsenal-esque, performance from South Africa.
Let's take it
Short
relatively
corner,
short, yeah.
in swinger,
Nothing.
cleared,
Yeah.
out to the midfield. He takes an absolute rocket.
Well, now they have a shot on target.
Now they have a shot on target. Hey,
From midfield.
The thing is, stats won't tell the entire story. And here's the thing. I want to see more shots like this because I feel with a lot of teams, they don't take enough chances just based on the fact that, obviously you want to get as close to the goal as possible.
But you have to give Mexico credit.
For sure.
For being able to block those paths.
Yes.
And to block those kind of conduit lines for where South Africa would take those shots, because they've done a really good job in the defense to make sure that they. I want you
to actually take a look at this shit.
They're quick on the counterattack, and what I'm seeing from South Africa is they're trying really hard to get the ball in the box.
Yes.
But Mexico's just doing an amazing job at keeping him out.
Shake my hand. That is a great observation. That was
a race to the ball there.
I couldn't have said it better myself. But what I wanted to show you was the shape of Mexico. Actually, they play a completely different game to South Africa.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, South Africa plays a more conservative, defensive shape. They play with a 5-back, they play with 2 strikers, and they have 3 players in their midfield and attacking wing backs.
Yeah, but you see, and by contrast, Mexico has got a bunch of players up the pitch.
Yes,
they're really far deep into Mexican territory. They're lurking.
Yes,
is what they're doing.
So what a difference!
Staying on side, but lurking.
Not to cut you out. What they're doing is the possession that Mexico is holding is very much more so a case of how Enzo Maresca played with Chelsea.
Yeah, very.
So
yeah, very,
they
very.
move. They like to move the team as much as possible.
Well, and also
immediately as Raul Jimenez, great judgment of the ball to be able to use the bounce as leverage to get that pass over. Great judgment from the
So there's
Premier League
4
striker.
minutes of extra time. We're a minute 12 into it right now.
Yes.
Ben, how you feeling about this game so far?
Like KJ and I are talking about, I like the tactical situation going on right now.
Yes.
Between Mexico and the different, you see one side here in Mexico that are really pushing hard, and South Africa are counting on a counterattack to make something happen. Unfortunately, Mexico is doing a great job on defense to block those paths of the ball for passes. They're really preventing South Africa from coming up the pitch. So whenever South Africa will get it past the halfway line, you can see they're very cautious right here.
Right.
As they bring, and they're trying the long
He's
ball
way
in.
offside.
He's way offside.
Now, if he's offside, but the ball is behind him like that, and he goes back behind the defender before it gets to him, is that fine?
So it's actually from when the ball is played.
When the ball's played.
Okay, so when it's kicked, okay.
When the ball is played from his teammate, for example, they won't look at when he made the run. They'll look at when the ball was played. Where was he when the ball was played?
Gotcha, okay.
So
because it started, he was offside, but by the end of the play, he wasn't, right?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so whenever the ball is kicked into that area,
okay,
when it leaves the the player's foot.
Coach is not happy about something.
Well, he was being grabbed there, and there was no call, and there was no warning.
Dang, man, what a kick.
Yeah, you see with a lot of the goalkeepers, their goal kicks are very, very far.
Yeah.
Because as a goalkeeper, you shouldn't be making your defenders take your goal kicks for you.
Uh-oh. Little turnover at midfield.
That was a grave mistake.
And here comes Quinones again.
They actually have a few
Great
numbers.
skill.
Oh, nice.
Great through pass.
Nice cut.
Ooh.
Oh, he whiffed. He absolutely whiffed.
Absolutely
Looked
whiffs.
like me in kickball in 6th grade.
He absolutely whiffs the side foot.
Oh.
And I can see exactly what he's going for. He's trying to curl it into that bottom left corner with his right foot, the side of his foot. But he actually uses his toe and doesn't get that curve and curl that he wants on it.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head, but I couldn't have done that either way. You got to make that play.
In that moment, what he would have wanted to do
right.
is open his body up to get that curl, to use his side foot, and curl it in the bottom corner. But
all right, let's play coach real quick. I'm going to ask Ben a question, then I'm going to ask KJ a question.
Talk to me.
Ben, what's your halftime adjustments if you are South Africa?
I'm pushing South Africa to be a little more aggressive on the ball and to play further up the pitch. I think the times they've had they've had success at getting the ball there. They need to get it there quicker, and they need to be faster on the ball.
Okay, and KJ, now opposite side. If you're Mexico,
Wow.
are you making any adjustments at halftime, or are you liking the way you're playing?
What I'm seeing right now is good, but I feel like there can be some adjustments made. If I was a Mexico coach, I would like the way that we're playing possession-based football. I'd love to relish the opportunity to be able to use those counterattacks more effectively. They had a goal with Keane Jonas in the first 10 minutes. I feel like being the host and getting to a point, obviously it's halftime now. In that second half, use those first 10, 15 minutes to do the exact same thing as you did in the first half. Be able to hold a 2-0 lead, and from there, you can keep momentum going. See how the rest of the game.
Perfect.
Take 3 points.
All right.
Go on to the next one.
Well, they seem to have gotten their Rush got their streaming issues straightened out too. So it's been a nice end here to the first half. 1-0 Mexico going on into halftime. It's been a fun game so far.
It has.
There's been a lot of action pushed, definitely by Mexico pushing the action, but South Africa, it seems to be kind of like the rope-a-dope, right?
Yeah.
They're just laying back on defense.
They're
waiting.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering if at halftime they're like, okay, we're going to turn it up, and here's we're going to go on the offensive.
I think we might get
half.
that from South Africa. I don't know if we get a more aggressive Mexican side.
Okay.
I feel like the Mexicans
are there.
I feel like
very
we will.
close.
They're
up 1-0 right now. They don't have to necessarily coast.
Yes.
But they could if they wanted to, because their defense is just so strong right now against South Africa.
Yeah, I feel like this second half, first 10, 15 minutes, Mexico may use it to, set the tempo.
Right.
South Africa's going to come out really, really aggressive. They're going to want to, be looking for, an early equalizer, because remember, this is an international tournament, and third-place teams actually go through now as well. So
exactly.
it's not just a case
but
of
not
those second-place teams.
Yeah, but not all groups are like that, right?
No, it's
very kind of haphazard. I'm curious to see how this whole thing's going to play out, KJ, with the way the structure is with the 48 teams.
So I think what they did, it was a case where it was originally 32, and it would go straight to round of 16.
Yeah.
I think what it is now, it's 48
teams,
and goes straight to round of 32, then round of 16.
Yeah.
So I think what it is, the third place teams, I think it won't be all of them. It may be, I think, six spots, maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. I'm very, very interested to see how the new format will play out.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, we got to give a shout-out to everybody watching us on the live stream
Most
now.
definitely. Shout out to everybody out there.
Z99 Facebook, as well as Gold at 94.9 Facebook, and Compass Radio YouTube page. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and smash that like button.
I promise you.
Throw a comment in there, and we got to say what's up to
we should
Ridwan.
actually read the comments.
Yeah, he says, hi, I'm watching the soccer game live. So shout out to somebody else calling it soccer. And we appreciate you.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Not here. Anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here.
We're not going to do that. Not here.
Well, I'm going to let you guys hang out for a little bit. I'm going to go grab some food because I haven't eaten today. I was so nervous about getting the live stream set up. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Do you guys want anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I mean,
all right. What you want, KJ?
Some mozzarella sticks, maybe? Mamu?
I might come out as soon as you're done. I need to visit the little DJ room, so to speak. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm very, very excited. Like I was saying, there's a lot of stories when it comes down to this World Cup, especially with the teams. For example, you've got Portugal, you've got Ronaldo. This is his last World Cup.
Yeah, we mentioned that too, yeah.
Messi won the last one, and a lot of people are wondering, can Messi do it again with Argentina? But then there's also that question. This is Ronaldo's last chance.
Absolutely.
There's been this big GOAT debate. Obviously Messi winning the World Cup. He doesn't have the Champions Leagues to match it up. He doesn't have the Premier Leagues, because he never played in the Premier League. He doesn't have the league titles, but he does have the World Cup. He does have the stats to back it up.
You should also not forget that Ronaldo does have the Saudi Arabian Cup too.
Yes,
He's got a Saudi Arabian trophy.
He does.
Yeah,
he does.
he has
He
the
does.
Saudi
He
Pro
also
League.
has the Euros.
Yeah, he also
But
has the Euros.
I think what this World Cup has the potential to do, it has the potential to tell so many stories and bring out so many heroes and paint so many villains that I'm just so excited to see what story they're going to give us.
Well, Stick and I were talking earlier today about not only the older players that are going to be leaving us after this World Cup, but all the young players that are coming up, and
Yes.
how that it could be really interesting to see how they all.
Speaking of one, Gavi.
Yeah, how they all kind of develop and play for their national team on the world stage.
For sure, for sure. You for sure definitely have a lot of players out there who are looking to make a statement in this World Cup, even if it's their first or it's their last. For example, on both sides of the spectrum. For example, we have someone like Guillermo Ochoa, goalkeeper from Mexico.
Yeah.
He's had multiple World Cups. He's come out big for Mexico multiple times. And then on top of that, you have Lamine Yamal, who's coming into his first World Cup, coming off of the back of the Euros.
Really looking forward to seeing.
I'm very, very excited to see how Lamine Yamal is going to light up the stage because, in previous years we had Neymar come in, be a youngster, and just have that flair, that I'm very, very good, and I'm gonna go out, you, no matter what,
right?
And to see that in another format, it's beautiful. It's
always a spectacle that is FIFA. I got to tell you though, watching the opening of the match, I was a little disappointed, KJ, because in Qatar they had this pyro display, everything before the matches, and this match they didn't have the pyro. I don't know if it's regulation in Mexico for the Azteca Stadium.
It's more so a case of this wasn't actually used for the main opening.
Yeah.
Main opening was done in, I think, L.A. because I think the final is in New York.
Right.
So it's a lot, but, hey, I'm just grateful that the tournament is off to a very, very good start.
Very good start.
And the football is playing, so that's what I'm here for.
And the team you're supporting today, wearing the Mexico
they're
jersey,
up right now. They're up right now.
So, I think you might be the good luck charm for Mexico.
I might just be. I mean, it's a lot to take into.
You're like an Aztec coin.
Maybe. Gonna just watching the highlights from the first half. Great save from the South African goalkeeper. And for me, this game is going to be very, very interesting to see. I'm really, really interested to see how Julian Quinones is going to shape up in the second half.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's really looking for that second goal to give Mexico that even bigger cushion. And I'm very, very interested to see how South Africa are going to come out in the second half. Because, a lot of the times you'll see, sometimes teams will be up by a lot of goals and they won't stop scoring. And people don't understand how important that really is for goal difference. Because, again, with the third place teams and, you don't know how it's going to match up between other teams in different groups. So you want to be able to have that goal difference that you can be comfortable enough to know that if you have points and you're level with someone, you might just go through.
Exactly. I do have to give kudos to the commentators wearing different national jerseys, especially the gentleman on the right wearing the Jamaica jersey. Shirt. Yeah, the Jamaica shirt.
I think it's very
Brazilian shirt, and also you've got the German. One gentleman is representing Germany here on as a supporter as they're calling the games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing my USA shirt. You're wearing your Mexico shirt. So
we all do different things.
That's
I mean,
right.
if it was USA and Mexico, then
that would be a very interesting match.
That'd be a very interesting match. I feel like the USA Mexico rivalry is very, very, very tense whenever we get it.
It is, especially
from Gold Cup.
Especially for Gold Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a lot of people are interested to see how the Americans are going to do this year. The Americans, how the U.S. is going to perform on the stage, along with Pochettino and Christian Pulisic and all the drama with Reyna. Gio Reyna from 4 years ago.
Talk to me. What happened there?
No, well, what happened was there was the Reyna brother, the father and son. There was that remember that whole dispute with the coach?
Oh, so
with Bruce Arena, I believe
okay.
It was Bruce
yeah,
Arena
I remember.
with,
it was
with Gio Reyna's dad.
Giovanni Reyna and his father.
Yeah, exactly.
There was some kind of fallout. Was it Jesse Marsh?
I think it was Jesse Marsch.
Yeah. I did remember seeing that. He was a very, very good prospect for Dortmund last time I checked, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything of him in the last couple of years.
So we'll see how the
So,
USA is able to
yes,
do it.
that is another story.
Pulisic really needs to step up. And I mean, he did a great job. I remember seeing him in the stadium and seeing him take a corner right in front of us when we were sitting there as part of the U.S. group right there, and watching him. And technically, I think he's there. I think he's had great experience in Europe. So I just want to see him do really well.
Yeah.
Again, for me, I'm not under any illusions of. I mean, if the U.S. can make it to the knockout stage, I'm a happy guy. Round of 16.
I believe that USA have the potential to make it to the round of 16.
Yeah. We'll see how
I
that plays
don't
out.
know if they have enough depth and strength
That's a great
to make
point.
it further than the round of 16, considering that there is a round of 32 now.
Exactly.
I do believe that USA does have a better squad than they've had in years, considering that their best squad has been since 2010. Since then, we haven't seen another golden generation from them since Landon Donovan and Clip Dempsey. We haven't really seen much of them until now.
And you got to make sure you bring up Tim Howard there.
You got to. You got to. You got to bring up Zardes as well.
Yeah.
Zardes as well. Very, very underrated for the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
Unlike their counterparts, the female national team.
Oh yeah, the women's.
The women's national team for the U.S. is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But the men's national team is not there as yet. I feel like they can be there if more American players do play in Europe. For example, like you said, Pulisic.
Yeah.
They have Weston McKennie. Very, very good European midfielder. I think is he still with Juventus?
I believe so. Yeah.
I believe so.
Juventus.
You have a lot of talent coming out of the U.S. men's national team, and with a European manager like Pochettino, who has a system that he can implement, and he is good enough in tournaments because he's led Tottenham to a Champions League final. And I don't think people understand the weight of that. That's like taking it's like taking an ant and putting them like on a pedestal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
especially given what Tottenham has experienced this season.
And considering where they are now.
Exactly.
They were fighting relegation.
Yeah.
And just a couple years ago, this same manager that is with the U.S. men's national team is taking them to a Champions League final. Wow. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But
Are there any matchups on this round that you are looking forward to watching?
We can actually have a look now. We've got South Korea and the Czech Republic tonight at 9.
Yeah.
We've got Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina at 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
USA played Paraguay tomorrow. I think that should be an easy game for the U.S. men's national team. Me personally, no offense to any Paraguayans out there. I just feel that the U.S. men's national team should wrap that up pretty quick. Canada, I feel this will be a very, very interesting game between Bosnia.
Between Bosnia and
I think it will. I think Canada is a very, very strong team, but Bosnia has that European experience that you cannot deny.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we've got 4 games happening. We've got Qatar and Switzerland at 2, Brazil and Morocco at 5, Haiti and Scotland at 8, and Australia and Turkey at 11. So I'm going to have an all-nighter on Saturday night.
We were talking earlier about Scotland being one of those small teams like Curacao that has an opportunity to play at the World Cup because of the expanded format.
Yes. So actually now, I think that with this extended format, I think Scotland are going to have a very, very deep run because right now their team has a golden generation with Che Adams, Scott McTominay, not Kieran Trippier.
You know more than I do in this case.
I'm trying to remember his name.
Scottish footballers
he
right
used to play for Kieran Tierney. That's his name.
All right.
He's playing for Celtic currently. So Scotland have a golden generation with John McGinn as well, Scott McTominay in that midfield. They've got a lot of very, very good players coming out of Scotland right now, and with the updated format, for them to be able to get that extra European position changes everything.
Yeah.
For them to be in this group with Brazil and Morocco, you'd be surprised. I think Scotland actually finished second. They might even top the group.
Let me see the group again.
So they're in a group with Haiti and Brazil and Morocco as well.
Well, Morocco is a very strong squad. Do not
Very.
forget about how
However,
Morocco did very well at the last World Cup in Qatar.
They did.
Really well. I remember seeing a lot of Moroccan fans at the souk.
Yes.
Souk Waqif. Yeah.
Hi. Oh, hey, how are you? Sorry, saying hello.
Do you know who I am?
I'm vaguely familiar.
Ben
Pardon me,
has to
Yeah.
attend to his
Excuse me.
duties, so I'll be taking over stream for pretty much until guys get back. Currently, we are just about finishing up halftime. The players are walking out. South Africa is already on the field, and Mexico is on their way there. We have a lot of games coming up for the next couple of days, guys, right here at the Camana Bay Cinemas. Later today, we've got South Korea and the Czech Republic happening at 9 p.m.
So let me tell you, that was a person who is frequently on the WhatsApp line in the Girls Studio. That's Sue, and she just wanted to say hi. It was very lovely to meet her.
Big up,
At-
Sue.
At first, I thought it was somebody that I didn't remember that I had met before, but luckily I was saved by that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for holding it down for a moment.
No problem, no
I
problem.
really appreciate it.
Tomorrow we do have Canada and Bosnia at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
with the U.S. playing Paraguay at 8 p.m. tomorrow. On Saturday, Qatar face off against Switzerland at 2 p.m. Brazil play Morocco at 5. Haiti play Scotland at 8 o'clock. Australia play Turkey at 11 p.m.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday, finishing up
Sunday.
the weekend, not
The
the King's
weekend.
birthday weekend, but again that Netherlands-Japan match. I'm going to
Oh,
be
I
there,
think-
and I got to
yes.
watch the Blue Wave play.
Oh,
Germany,
yes,
Curacao
for
at
sure.
noon. That's
For
going to be. I mean, I want to see De Mineshaft and play the Blue Wave. I think that'll be really exciting. In fact, I think
definitely.
Curacao might have the highest percentage increase in shirt sales during the World Cup. I think people are going to buy the shirt for Curacao, and they're going to be
Nice.
very, very happy to represent.
Nice. Germany
Yeah.
against Curacao
Yeah.
at 12 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Things keep going with the Netherlands and Japan at 3 p.m. Ivory Coast and Ecuador at 6 p.m. and Sweden and Tunisia rounding off the weekend at 9 p.m. on Sunday.
And the action picks back up as the second half begins.
Yes, it does.
In Mexico City,
Most def
Republic of South Africa playing
against
Mexico.
Mexico. Down 1-0 at the half. And, yeah, we are off and running for the second half.
I feel this the ebb and flow in the first 10 minutes or so is going to tell us a lot about how this half is
Most
gonna go.
definitely. We see a lot of fans piling back in after halftime. You know, got to use the bathroom. I haven't used the bathroom.
Yeah.
Get some snacks. Ooh, this could be dangerous.
Early chance for Mexico.
Early chance for Mexico. If he can square it, he doesn't.
Does not square it up at all.
South Africa get away. A half volley. It's an absolute rocket and sails over the bar.
Right.
Wow. I told you,
great
these
shot.
first 10 minutes will be very, very interesting. Mexico with a great steal in the 18-yard box, but I think can't
South
get
Africa
that
just can't
squared
see.
away.
They still, in this early stage of the second half, KJ, Mexico or South Africa cannot clear that ball fast enough and get it far enough away. They just don't have the power behind it.
I feel like the
to get
hesitation
it.
is what got
Yeah.
to him.
No. I think he had plenty of time there. He just couldn't turn around physically. He wasn't fast enough.
He wasn't.
to move that ball out.
South Africa now with the ball in Mexico's final third. And, wow, this is the first time we've actually properly seen the ball in Mexico's final third, and it won't be there for long as they're looking to turn this defense into attack again. A great through ball, but terrible touch by Julian Quinones, goal scorer in the 9th minute. We've got Stick back, ladies and gentlemen, people.
Yeah, let me move the camera.
Stick
a little
is
bit
back.
closer. Yeah, when you got a pizza, man. They got pizza.
That's great.
And now we can see the
Let me see
Mexico
the menu and the
lineup.
price list.
Now, there you go.
And let's take a look at how that pie looks.
I mean, that's
Oh, that's a solid pie, man.
not bad. Thin crust,
solid pie.
excellent. We'll let it cool down a bit. They make it fresh and throw it in that hot oven real
Nice,
quick.
nice,
great.
nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
Here we can see formations. We've got Mexico coming out with a 4-1-3-2, or no,
5-3-2.
4. No, this is Mexico 4-4-3.
Oh.
4-3-2.
4.
That's South
4-3-2?
Africa. 4-3-2 for South Africa.
Five. It says 5.
5-3-2. 5-3-2. Yeah, so I was right.
You
They
were.
are playing a
You're
5
Just listen to me, KJ. I got this. All right.
My dyslexia was kicking in.
Uh-oh. On goal.
And a long shot from Julian Quinones again. He's looking. I'm telling you, he's looking for that second. He really, really wants it. It's a 4-1-4-1. Very, very interesting formation from Mexico.
What are you looking at right now to
So
find
this is FOTMob.
Okay.
FOTMob is a app that gives you live scores, formations, substitutions, everything. And I've got notifications for the World Cup.
Yeah.
No problem, Ben.
Slide on over a little, KJ. Let's center this up. Slide to where Ben was sitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
center.
Give ourselves some elbow room. Yeah.
Some more room.
I'm going to sit on both chairs.
Yes.
All right. So we are live at Camana Bay Cinema. It is the first World Cup live stream for Z99 and Gold. We have KJ from Island 98.9. My name is Stick from Z99. Ben just went to go grab some snacks. They got tons of food here.
For sure.
A great menu.
Yep.
I mean, you can get a bucket of your Michelob Ultra here. They're the sponsor of this, so shout out to Michelob Ultra for making this possible. We appreciate you guys.
Very thankful.
Yeah.
South Africa finally getting into that Mexican final third again, but they just can't seem to get the gears moving. I'm very, very interested to see how things are going to shape up.
Is it just that they don't have the skill set to do it?
It's not that they don't have the skill set.
Okay.
They do. It's just that when you're facing off against a better international team, when it comes down to, stuff like this, it's, here we go. And Mexico
Was he outside,
is off.
though?
No, he wasn't. This could be a goal here. That could be a red card.
Gotta be a
that could
penalty
be a
kick.
red card. It's a free kick just outside the box, and this could be a red card, Stick. Him being the last man, he is off indefinitely.
Was that
Straight red
aggressive
card.
enough to be a red card?
So let me explain to you why he gets a red card. He's the last man in between the goalkeeper and the attacker. So he is the only thing that's stopping that Mexican attacker from being one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Him stopping him is preventing a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean,
right here,
there were
he's
harder
onside.
tackles earlier in this game.
Yes, they were harder tackles, but he's the last man. There's no one.
He barely touched him.
But here's the thing. He does touch him, but here's the thing.
Man flopping, KJ.
Here's the thing.
Man flopping.
It's cool, but here's the thing. Any contact as the last man is denial of a goal scoring opportunity. That is a fair red card. I really don't feel like
that's fair?
I don't feel like VAR should get involved. It is a free kick just outside the box.
And he fell on the ball.
But the fact that he denied a goal scoring opportunity is what makes it a red card.
Okay. So it's not about the aggressiveness of the hit.
Yes. So when it comes down to fouls, they're very contextual.
Gotcha.
Very contextual. Obviously they're playing with cleats. If you were to stamp someone on the foot, it depends. That could be a yellow, that could be the red. It could be a red in the eyes of the referee. If your studs are high, depending on the referee, he can give you leniency and give you a yellow card.
So he doesn't get a penalty shot on this, though?
No, he doesn't.
Because he was outside the box?
Oh,
my gosh. So another half foot, and it would have been a penalty kick? Oh, my goodness.
And that would have been a double burn, because to give up a penalty and a red card in the same play, wow.
The goalie's fired himself up.
This could be a goal, and now we could see Mexico run up the goal difference here, because they've been pressing South Africa for the last 50 minutes.
And is that important in the World Cup?
It is.
As far as goals scored, and is it differential or is it goals scored?
It is. So it's differential.
Okay.
So it's goals conceded as well as goals scored. Raul Jimenez looking to shoot straight in the wall.
right, that guy. Oh my gosh! Wow, he must not be left-footed.
He must not be. He must not be. But here's where things get very, very interesting for this game. It is 1-0 to Mexico. They've just had a red card given into their favor, right?
Oh, right in that guy's shoulder.
And good on him for him to keep his hands down.
Yeah.
You missed it. You missed it. Denial of a goal scoring opportunity, red card. He's out.
You missed a red card, Ben. You miss a day. You miss a lot.
And it was actually the guy that you can't say his name. you think you can't say his name?
You can say it. It's sit hole.
Sit hole. Okay.
Sit hole.
Yeah. So now we're gonna see the pressure really turn up for Mexico. As you see right now, boom. They're already in that final third for South Africa, and we're Canelo Alvarez in support of his national team in the national
Do not
stadium.
mess with that guy.
Hey.
Yeah, really.
Leave him alone.
He's a bad.
That man has hands.
How bad was the tackle?
It wasn't.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. It wasn't a bad tackle.
Yeah.
It was contact.
He just touched him on the back like that.
It was denial of a goal-scoring opportunity.
Oh, so he's last man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I say, with denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, you are essentially deliberately preventing a goal from happening. We don't know whether or not he would have scored because
I understand that whole concept.
So it's contextual. I can push you, and obviously with the momentum if you're running, and I make you fall. and I'm the only thing that's stopping you from going one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
I just thought it was
That's a red
weak.
card.
I just thought it was weak. That's all.
That's the thing. Football is not just about being weak. We've seen people, have head-to-head collisions. They start bleeding. They've gone through concussion protocol, and they continue with the whole 90 minutes.
I'm not saying the guy's weak. I was saying the hit was to get a red card and get disqualified. I was expecting something egregious, but it's more about he prevented.
Yeah.
And I think in that case, when you always have that denying of a goal-scoring opportunity, last man, I think it's just it's such a waste of an effort, and it's such a futile example of sometimes footballers get so desperate
and they
think they can get away with it.
Okay.
And the juice is never worth the squeeze. Every time you've seen this kind of thing happen.
Sometimes it is deliberate and it's done on purpose for.
Yeah, but you're going to get
that guy's done for the game now, right?
Exactly, he's done for the game.
He's done. No, he's done for the game. He's done for the next game.
What?
And he doesn't.
What?
He's banned from the next match.
That guy got kicked out of 2 games for that.
A straight red card.
It's a straight red card.
Wow.
So how cards work is a yellow card is a warning.
Right.
In that game.
But 2 warnings and you're out, right?
2 warnings in the same
They're
game.
like technical fouls in basketball.
Pretty much.
Essentially, right?
Now, it gets even deeper. The deeper you go in the tournament, if you get a certain amount of yellow cards, you're going to be suspended for the next game.
Do you know that number for the entire World Cup?
Yes.
What is that number?
I think it's 3.
3 yellow
cards.
cards.
Yeah, 3.
That's not much.
I think, does it reset in round of 16?
It resets after every round. So
Okay. I thought you were talking for the
not
entirety of the
not
tournament.
For the entirety of the tournament.
No.
Okay.
Not
the
for the
entirety
of
of the stage.
So in the group stage, I think it's 3. If you get 3 in the group stage, you're not allowed to play the next round. In terms of if your team makes it, because there's also that underlying factor. You go through all of these games, you get this yellow card, you get this card, you have so many fouls. You don't even know if your team's going to make it to the next round. South Africa looking, and the keeper cannot hold on to it, but
did his job.
It's now a case where we're seeing South Africa are going to start to take long shots.
Yeah, and what's going to happen in just a little bit, if it hasn't officially happened yet, we're going to be able to point back to the moment after the fact, is you're going to start seeing Mexico push so hard and get so motivated by this one-man advantage that it's going to get really interesting.
It's going to get really messy as well.
And then
the guy can't be replaced after a red card?
No.
So they're down a man the entire match?
The entire match.
Oh, my gosh.
So what their formation was, you don't count the goalkeeper because the goalkeeper is going to go.
Right.
It's 5-3-2. Now it's 4-3-2. And because they're a man down, you see here, they're taking off one of their main strikers.
To stay fresh?
To keep him fresh as well. Not to keep him fresh, but to go more defensive.
You could replace him with a defender.
Gotcha.
So now they can go back into that 5-back shape. They don't have a gaping hole in their defense. And now it's just a case where they only have one striker, and he's always alone.
My gosh,
so now
that is such a harsh penalty for what I witnessed. I'm telling you, man.
So you don't stop the last man.
You don't. You don't. So now with South Africa's sole striker, anytime that ball is played into him, he's going to have 2, 3, 4 Mexican players around him constantly. And you're going to see it in a little bit. You're also going to see a resurgence in the Mexican attack. Because what was going to happen in these first 10 minutes is Mexico were going to come out, set the pace, look for something, and keep going. With that red card, it changes everything. Now they're in full control of the game. And if you were to lose with a red card, wow, hey.
Yeah, but sometimes it's interesting, KJ, because
it is.
Sometimes, Stick, what I've noticed is, and I've said this to people while watching football, when a team goes down, depending upon the team, okay, like in how they play and what their style is, sometimes, at least in the Premiership more predominantly, because we haven't seen that many red cards in the World Cup. There's one very famous one I'll tell you about in a little bit. But you see a lot of teams become more dangerous. They're more apt to take risks because they know that they're already a man down. So what they might do is they might actually push farther up on the pitch. It might get them to be a little bit more, shall we say, risky in their approach.
Well,
and
definitely.
Sometimes that pays off.
And does it open up more, it opens space the game on the pitch, too?
It opens up everything.
Yeah, because, like in hockey, when they go 3-on-3 in overtime, it's just open ice, right?
Yep. And like you noticed earlier about how fast these guys are, these guys can cover a lot of ground in a short period of time.
There it is.
Uh-oh. Oh.
And that was a good shot. Too bad the wayward header didn't work for them.
So, where things
Not to
get
be
even
confused
more.
with Wayward Son.
Yeah, exactly. Carry on, my wayward header.
Yep.
That's a good parody song. We should work on that.
So that's a FIFA president in attendance.
Man, you know all these dudes.
I live and breathe this game.
Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell you
couldn't
were
tell,
excited
for
at
real.
all. Yeah.
That's crazy. When it comes down to football, in all honesty, I don't think I have passion for anything much more than life other than football.
When did you get involved? Like at a young age, did you start playing?
I've been playing since I was like 2 years old.
Okay.
Since I could walk. Like, I got a ball put in front of me. I grabbed it, put it at my feet, started kicking it.
And don't forget about the shirt you had on, because your dad must have put you in a shirt, right? Which team was that?
Well, I put in a lot of shirts as a kid. My uncle, he supports Manchester United.
Okay, good man.
My mother's side of the family, they're Barcelona fans.
Okay.
This is.
I'm a City fan.
I don't know how that
And
happened.
boy.
That was a great. That ball was a little bit too far.
That's a little
That comes
alley-oop.
from the rivalry between my father and my uncle.
I understood.
So, one supports United, one supports City. I was on one side. I was put in a Man United shirt as a youngster because obviously he came home. He came to Cayman.
Yeah.
For Christmas one time, and he brought us all Manchester United shirts. Brought us the full kit. We were like 8, 9 years old. This is when Manchester United were good. You know what I'm saying? In the glory days.
If you're not a mank, you're a wank. Right? Isn't that what they say?
No, Manchester's blue
Yeah.
for now. They could be red.
I was
again.
in Rome once, and Manchester was playing, I believe, a team there, and man, the streets got packed before that, and it was a fun experience. That's for sure. Those are some passionate fans.
Yeah. Especially in Europe. But here's the thing: Italy will show you nothing. Italy will just show you the tip of the iceberg, because when it comes down to ultras, there's levels to it. There's deep levels to it. For example, you may have seen British or Italian fans in Rome, right? Mm-hmm. That's just surface level. That's the tip of the iceberg. It goes even deeper. Then you go into Italy, you go into France, you go into Germany, where the stadiums are bouncing. Before you even get into the game, the stadium is bouncing. Outside, bouncing.
That guy's mullet is unreal.
Do you like it?
Is that technically a mullet, even though it's more of a mohawk? I think it's more of a mohawk.
I don't know.
A skullet?
I don't know.
Skullet. That's funny.
So this is
definitely business in the front, though.
This is the second substitution that we're seeing from South Africa. And I'm interested to see how many stoppages do they have for 5 subs. It could be a case where they have 3 stoppages for 5 subs. So it could be a case where we may see a triple substitution deep into this game from South Africa to round off the last 25 minutes.
What's the talent disparity between your starters and your bench? Or is it just pretty much...
It depends.
Depends on the country.
It depends on the country.
And how far along their kids really are. Their kids are.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because it's not like the U.S. when it comes to baseball. You know, when your son is growing up playing baseball and you happen to be in a certain state, or like the legendary Indiana Hoosiers.
Right.
You know, if you were a kid in Indiana, you got a basketball thrust in your hand.
Right.
Or how certain states, have a predominant solid
like
number
Texas
of
and Florida, they'll have track and stuff like that. Or like football.
So I was just wondering, when they sub out, it's not like a huge talent fall off.
It can be. Depending upon what generation it is.
Okay.
I mean, you got some national teams, and some countries, some national teams that are really strong and really deep, and others that aren't, that will elicit, 1 or 2 major stars. Like, for example, one of my favorite players is Ryan Giggs. He used to play for Man United. He's Welsh. And, the Welsh, I think, maybe one time qualified for the World Cup. But he was such an amazing player, won tons of stuff in the Premiership.
Oh, interesting.
This guy's rolling around like he just got
a yellow card for Julian Quinones.
The ref giving him the Mutombo.
That was a very high kick.
It's a high foot.
But he didn't hit him.
But he didn't hit him.
He's like, come on, this guy's faking.
Well,
this guy's faking.
There is a certain thing in football. I don't know if KJ wants to explain diving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why don't you explain diving, KJ?
Diving is
That? Was that?
that is a terrible example of it. But diving is, to put it in better perspective, how Cleveland loves LeBron. And LeBron was known as a notorious flopper. That's what diving is in football.
Okay. Yep.
So
Same
you
thing.
you can't be penalized for it, though.
Uh-huh.
You can't be penalized for it. Oh, interesting. I don't think VAR is going to have a look at that. I don't think VAR is going to have a look at that at all.
They call it simulation on the pitch.
Yeah, they call it simulation on the pitch.
Who's that, KJ?
That is Tyler from South Africa. I'm not sure who that is next to her.
That's Tyler to the left.
Yeah,
right?
to the left.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Who's
the chick
actually
in the middle?
South African.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And she's
top
in
of the
new
charts
toy,
right now.
She's in the new Toy Story movie.
Is she?
She's
I haven't seen it.
She's the blow-up pink flamingo.
Oh, nice. Little education for you.
Yeah. And Z99 plays a couple Tyler songs as well.
Yes, Bliss, very, very nice. Very nice Tyler song.
Put me in Chanel.
I mean, Chanel's pretty expensive.
Wada.
Make me sweet.
Make me high.
It was everywhere last year. Was it last year? I think.
Yeah,
or the
last
year,
year and a half.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see some substitutions from Mexico, and I think now we'll really see Mexico turn up the heat in the 65th minute here. Still up 1-0, Mexico and South Africa in the first game here to kick off the World Cup for 2026. Mexico controlling a lot of the possession here, controlling the game. South Africa
Let's be honest. South Africa really hasn't had a threat at all.
They haven't posed threat. They've shown glimpse of life, but that's the most we've seen out of South Africa tonight or today. You know, so yeah, it's very interesting to see how things are going to shake. Oh my goodness,
what a
this
pick.
could be something. Oh, here we go.
Oh, bad
Through
pass.
ball, and it doesn't get
That's
through.
a bad pass. There were 3 defenders around that guy.
And that's what KJ was saying earlier about the change of formation with the substitutions that were made. So by subbing off of an attacker by someone who's a forward and putting in a defender, you got a guy who's a little more defensive-minded. He's going to bolster that back line.
Okay.
So as of right now, I can tell you exactly what both teams are looking to do in this very moment.
Score
for these last 25 minutes. No, actually, for these last 25 minutes and added time, I can tell you exactly what both teams are looking to do. So South Africa, in their head, they know that these 3 points have automatically gone to Mexico unless they can get an equalizer and hold on for the rest of these 90 minutes. However, in their head, they're trying to play conservatively, not to...
Because it's a point differential. So they'd rather, if they're going to lose, they want it 1-0.
Yes. So as of right now, South Africa is trying to conserve this 1-0 lead that Mexico has. They don't want to go down by any more and give up that goal difference that they could potentially need later on in the competition.
Mexico's just playing with these guys.
They're getting a lot of turnovers, Mexico is.
Yeah, they are toying.
Even more so now you can see there's a clear press from South Africa because they're looking to even get that equalizer.
Yeah, they got to force a turnover.
And even if it's just put pressure on Mexico, keep them inside of their own half, play conservatively to not concede any more goals. They're going to do that. However, Mexico is very, very strong, and they're going to be looking to use that home crowd to their advantage. In
what a pass. What a pass. What a pass.
Exactly like I said. Ladies and gentle people, Raul Jimenez and Julian Quinones, 2-0 in the 67th minute, ladies and gentle people. A great in-swinging cross from the right-hand side, and this game is pretty much over. It's now a case of how much.
And this is where something gets interesting. When you're a man down and you've just had a goal scored on you and the score is 2-0, you're going to see Mexico start to take risks and they're going to pay off.
Because so they're trying to pile the goals on.
They're going to try to pile the goals on now.
Oh, no, it's going to get very interesting. Because now we're seeing
Let's watch this. Ben, call this play real quick.
Well, it's a left-footed in-swinging cross to Raul Jimenez,
with the header,
who is at the 6-yard box and absolutely puts it on a plate inside of this goal. No word of a lie. He makes no mistake.
Better pass or better header?
You got
it's a
a
pass.
combination of. I think it's a combination of both.
I think it's a combination.
I think you have to have. This is when the cylinder opens up.
Look at the fans. I love them.
Fans are going crazy in Mexico City right now, for sure. What I can say, though, is first things first, you can see the celebrations. It means a lot. Raul Jimenez is crying, not just because he scored a goal in the first game of the World Cup, but because of how much this means to him. What people don't know is that Raul Jimenez had a head injury that could have retired him early a couple of years ago while he was playing for Wolves in the Premier League in England. He actually took a lot of time out to recover, and there was a point in time where he played with a head wrap constantly. And people don't know the reason he's crying is because scoring a header after all of that,
after a head injury,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But just to go play by play for that last one, you know, it's a great usage of possession, great usage of that extra man for you to have a very, very, very good quality striker make that dart and run into the 18-yard box. He makes it to the 6-yard box. It's an in-swinging cross from the left. Well, it's a left-footed cross.
You guys want any of this pizza?
Oh,
Ben?
no, I'm good, man. Thank you.
Nah,
Help.
I'm all right.
You
I don't
sure,
really
man?
eat pepperoni.
You don't eat pepperoni?
No. I'll do some cheese. Not some pepperoni. But
You know you can take the pepperoni off.
I can. It's just I'm really, really interested with these fruit stocks right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, get your vitamins.
These vitamins, these are just sweet, man. These are just
It says
sweet.
fruit. It's close enough.
Yeah. But more or less, great pass, great finish, great IQ from both players. One, to be able to recognize that Raul Jimenez is making that darting run into the box and be able to put it on a plate for him so he doesn't have to do that much work. He just has to, give it direction, and he puts enough pace on it that Raul Jimenez doesn't have to generate any power. He can just place it.
We are live at Camana Bay Cinema. They are doing every World Cup game here at the cinema, and you can come for free. Just go to cinema.ky right now, reserve your seat, and it has been a fun experience. Great menu. They got beer buckets, unlimited popcorn, the pizza that I've been snacking on, nachos. They got chicken fingers, all that good
They
stuff.
got chicken wings.
And just huge screens, comfortable seats, air conditioning, and a lot of fun fans around here. When I was out there during halftime, I walked into the other theaters to check them out. Pretty much all of them are full to the brim.
Oh,
so
And guess what? You get commentary from me and my guys.
Yeah, you get commentary
hey.
from KJ from
For free.
Island 98.9. You got Ben from 94.9. Ben, I got to ask you a question.
Sure.
Because you were in Qatar last year, as it says Qatar Airways up on the advertisement right there.
Yeah.
How often, because now it's in 3 separate countries, right?
Right.
How cool was it to be concentrated in just that one small area?
It was great to be able to drive ourselves from our flat to these different stadiums. I mean, Qatar is the size of Connecticut in the U.S., relatively small state.
Yeah.
And to be able to go to basically different
Areas.
basically different malls, because of 2 of the 3 matches I went to, they were near a shopping mall, and which isn't very rare in Qatar, in the Middle East.
They have a lot.
Yeah, have a lot of malls in the Middle East. There was one that we went to that was far out of the area that took us maybe an hour and a half to get to.
Okay.
And that was it, and that was just driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, driving home from
on the attack
one
again.
particular match was really exciting because we spent more time, I think, in traffic headed home than during the match.
Really?
yeah, it's just the way it was, just the way how busy it was.
And where did you stay when you were in Qatar? Did you?
Oh, we lived. We
when
were
you
living
lived
there.
Oh,
we were
okay.
living there. Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you already knew the lay of the land.
Oh, totally.
So they were calling this guy offsides.
Yeah, Raul Jimenez, goal scorer, header in the 67th minute.
Offsides.
Julian Quinones with a lovely, lovely left-footed strike inside of the 18-yard box in the 9th minute. 2-0 here to Mexico as we approach the 75th minute.
73rd minute.
Well, 70. I know. You know what I was trying to say.
Love you.
Here we go again.
Uh-oh.
Raul
Oh.
Jimenez. This could be.
could be a-
Ooh,
Is that another red card?
VAR might have to check that. It could be not shoulder to shoulder, and that could have been in Raul Jimenez's face. And if that was in his face, that changes everything. He's onside.
But this isn't the same as a red card because they were.
That is a penalty.
He was
that
in
is
front
a
of him.
penalty and a yellow card. It could also be a red depending on how the referee looks at this.
I mean, he got in front of him, though. If he was
Here's
behind him, I
Here's
think
the thing.
red card, right?
When it comes down, it's not shoulder to shoulder. It's inside of his chest. He doesn't attempt to play the ball, and this could be a penalty kick. We don't know.
Nope.
The referee isn't going to give it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I feel like that should have been reviewed by VAR. I feel it should have been.
What is VAR that you guys keep referring to?
VAR is video assistant referee.
Okay.
Then
When did they put that in?
I was like,
now
that is a yellow card. That is a yellow card.
That hurts.
For sure. For sure. Egregious tackle on Julian Quinones, the first goal scorer for Mexico. It's getting very, very toxic now.
VAR,
I think it's a case where this referee is going to have to get a hold of this
VAR has been around for a long time. It was recently instituted by FIFA across the board. And that was a very violent hit there.
Knee-to-knee contact.
Yeah, knee-to-knee contact.
I'd say 2021.
Yeah, around that time.
Around that time.
And
just around.
What it does is a lot of criticism of it is what's great about football is it's the free-flowing nature of the game.
Yes.
So it's constantly moving. Even if there is a delay, they'll add that time on at the very end, right?
Yep.
So VAR holds everything up so the referees can talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's like anything you hear about instant replay.
Yeah.
You would hear the complaints about instant replay taking up too much of the game.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to that.
Okay.
VAR is basically a version of instant replay.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
In the FIFA world.
It's more controversial. Let me tell you why. The problem with VAR is we are at a point where the rules are always evolving and the rules are always changing. With the referees, what happens is with VAR can only interject if it's a penalty or a red card or something extremely serious.
Yeah.
If it's something that is basic that can't just, that you can just look over and, continue with the game, VAR will not intervene. Now here's where that becomes a problem.
Good defense.
Because it's a case where VAR only intervenes. This could be very, very messy, very, very hard tackle, and South Africa could launch a counterattack here if they want to. I don't think they will.
And he just rips him down.
But why VAR is so controversial is because with VAR, because the rules are always evolving and always changing, they only interject for a red card or for a penalty. But here's where the problem lies. They're never consistent. And problems always occur when VAR enters into the fray. And then what makes it even worse is the replays take forever to be completed. On top of that, sometimes they go through, bring things back, and it's not even the correct decision. So imagine how frustrating that is for all of the fans and people watching at home when VAR can't do their job and the referees can't do their job. It's very, very frustrating for the fans, especially for the players and especially for the coaches.
You're always going to have that element of the human element trying to
most
interpret
definitely.
what happens during
Most
the play.
definitely, most definitely.
And I think that with what KJ said, the inconsistency of VAR kind of holds true.
I think that's the problem.
It takes inconsistency on the pitch and on the field
Yeah.
to a whole nother level. Because
Right.
now people are discussing what something happened and what it really happened like according to the videotape.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, too, in
Always.
all sports, right? Like
Always.
with baseball now, they're
Exactly.
the catcher used to frame strikes. Now they're
Yeah.
framing balls so they
Yeah.
can challenge them and then lose their challenge because they look at the catcher's mitt and see that it was a ball,
Yep.
but it really crosses.
Great analogy.
Like, it's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
changed the game.
Great
so,
analogy.
Game.
yeah, that's why I was wondering when it was instilled, because it
Yeah.
seems like football was a little ahead of the game when it came to virtual refs.
Yeah.
So we're within 15 minutes of the end here, and it looks to be like, South Africa. I was expecting South Africa to pull one back.
I
but
think
don't know
I
if-
think they're going to use these last
Yeah.
15 minutes to pull one back.
You think so?
And I'm not sure if they'll go all out. I think they may try one or two times outside of the box to maybe just push that goal difference, knowing they're a man down, especially in that first game.
I got to be honest, I don't think they have the firepower to do it.
Yeah, I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Well,
I
which
think,
is it,
I
man?
think,
Is they gonna do it
I
or they're
think
not gonna
Mexico
do it?
is really going to control
which side of the
possession
fence
here.
you on, man?
No. I think Mexico is going to really, really control possession here, but they're also going to look for that third goal to give them that cushion of 3+
Yeah.
GD.
They're just toying with them. I mean, they're just playing keep away at this point, right?
Yeah, but it could also be a case where they can make a mistake and they can give up that one goal. And here's the thing. Momentum is a big thing when it comes to football. And even a man down, you can always do something extraordinary in these dying minutes.
Well, what do we got? We're in the 78th minute. It's 2-0 Mexico. We are doing our live stream for the first time ever on Z99's Facebook page, Gold's Facebook page, and, of course, Compass Radio YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I am Stick from Z99. This is KJ from Island 98.9. And, of course, the lovely Ben from Gold 94.9. And, yeah, we decided to get together and do something different for the island of Cayman.
Most def.
And the same thing here at the cinema. They wanted to do something different. So they opened up a bunch of theaters. It's free to get in. It's free to watch all the World Cup games from here to the final. So for the next month, the 11th to the 11th, you could stop by anytime. But I would suggest reserve your tickets first. Go to cinema.ky. You just select your seats. You cash out for free, and you show up, and you get to sit down in these beautiful recliners because they're, little hack here, too.
Yeah.
These are all the VIP viewing areas. So the seats are a little more
so
comfortable.
This is basically free entrance into VIP.
Yeah.
You're going to be comfortable. You're going to come here.
You could never get behind the velvet rope before. Now's
I promise
your chance.
you, they're inviting everybody. And guess
They
what?
like
It's
KJ.
free. It's free,
Yeah.
guys. Listen, when you get free things in this life, take them. I know what I'm telling you.
If it's for free, it's for me, and I'll take 3.
Ah! I love that. I love that. I'm going to have to take that one.
You're stealing my goose egg. You're stealing that one.
I might have to take the goose eggs. The goose eggs definitely have to come. Definitely. Because South Africa is still on a goose egg. And they're getting pressed very hard here.
Yeah. I mean,
In their own final
Mexico
third.
has no fear at this point in the game, right? They know they're physically more talented.
sure,
They know they're
for
more
sure.
aggressive. They have a 2-0
Most
lead,
definitely.
and they're a man up.
Yeah. I think being comfortable in the capital, knowing that you've secured your 3 points, just looking for that goal difference, I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see how these last 10 plus minutes play out. 80th minute here, Mexico up 2-0 in the opening game of the World Cup for 2026, ladies and gentle folks. Very, very interesting to see how everything's playing out. South Africa
they could get a shot
looking
here.
for a consolidation goal. Something to help.
Oh, no.
He's absolutely
They're down.
manhandled
There's
the Mexican midfielder. He's looking for a shot, doesn't get it, and it goes straight into the hands of the Mexican goalkeeper.
Yeah, little worm burner there. Just stayed on the ground.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that guy took a shot to the face. Oh, it got tipped. That's why. Oh, yeah, when you have these headphones on for about an hour or so, they press down your ears. But these are such good headphones, man. I
haven't really taken them off.
Yeah.
Since I put them on.
Right.
To be honest. But hey.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, we sacrifice too, KJ. We're in here. We're in the trenches.
We're in the trenches, man. We're in the trenches. But
So about 15 minutes left in the game right now, right? Whatever extra time is.
Yeah, I think extra time will probably be maybe 3-4 minutes. But we can see a pan out of the Mexico City Stadium.
Yeah, they're all chanting something. What are they singing?
Absolutely beautiful. I can't really hear. I'm trying to hear what they're chanting.
They're singing something.
Yeah, I think it's a song.
That's one thing where football, I think, is better than any other sport.
Oh, for sure. For
is
sure.
The fan chants and the way the fans interact. There's a team in Detroit called DCFC, Detroit City Football Club. And if you go to that stadium, like, it is an experience. They're lighting off smoke.
DCFC. What about DC United? Or are they called DC United? Or did they, like, switch the name?
Oh, DC United?
That's in Washington, D.C.
That's in Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's in Washington,
yeah.
D.C.
This is Detroit City Football Club, DCFC.
Oh, okay.
But Keyworth Stadium, it's like right next to some railroad tracks, and they took a bunch of shipping containers, and those are like the VIP area, and it's
Not
such
to
an
cut you
experience.
off, but
Quit cutting me off, KJ.
I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, what are they
here
doing?
We're seeing VAR in action.
with
So
the
right
right
here, the number 25 for Mexico.
Yeah,
He is defending.
it's the
Right?
hammer
The
fist.
South African attacker has completely come over and absolutely hammer-fisted his face.
It's a pow.
Out of nowhere. Just trying to get around him.
Yeah.
And this could possibly be another red card for South Africa. And this can really put things into a different perspective
So
now.
are they able to? How many men can they go down? If
9.
Okay, so like they could eliminate the whole squad eventually, right?
Technically.
Okay, that's crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't say 9 is the max.
but the problem is they
But,
got
like-
another game to play, right? And if they're
Yeah.
down 2 people,
Now, here's where the referee's decision comes into play.
see what he has to say. After review.
Uh-huh. Attacker, defender.
Oh, red
another
card.
red card.
Now we see another red card after VAR has completely turned this game upside down again.
Now, see, this one I can understand, though.
Now-
Like, the guy followed through with his
Yes.
fist and punched the guy in the
Yeah.
face.
Yes.
Like that.
So just trying
was
to
very
get around
egregious.
him.
Yes.
Just trying to get around him. You know what I'm saying? Using his hands.
It was more of the follow-through.
I think he was actually a substitution. I'm not sure if he started the game. I think he was
I don't thi-
actually a sub.
I don't think
in
he
this
did
game.
either. Man.
He was.
So South Africa's now down 2 men for the rest of the game, right?
Yeah, he was a sub. He was a sub.
Yeah,
He's
he
actually,
wasn't a starter.
He's actually not been on for more than 22 minutes. But
This is shambolic.
yeah,
on
this
the-
is
for the South
absolutely
Africans.
shambolic for the Republic. But what we'll see now is in these last, I'd say 6, maybe 8 to 10 minutes.
Go get a goal,
Mexico is
Mexico,
going to
right?
go for that third goal, maybe
Yeah.
even 4. Because South Africa being 2 men down opens up that much more space inside of this game. Now, for goal difference, Mexico is going to really, really be looking for it because they don't know what's going to happen. And now
Well-
you can see the
I mean,
dynamic
it's
of
getting
this game.
ridiculous,
And,
right?
You know what I mean?
Like, that's tough, man. That's real tough.
Alexa Vega. Mexico does really have a very, very good squad, I must say.
Yeah. Ben,
And they're ranked number 14
How many
in the
red
world.
cards have you seen, like, in one game? What's the most red cards you've ever seen in a game?
I've seen 3, I think.
3?
Yeah. I think
KJ,
that's
how about
about
you?
In my life?
No, yeah, in a game.
That I've gotten or I've seen watched.
You got it.
That you've got. No, that like in the World Cup, has there ever been, I mean, 2, 3, 4?
Multiple.
Multiple? Okay.
Multiple. I've seen a lot of red cards. I've been watching. I'm young, but I think the first proper World Cup I remember was 2010. Every World Cup since then, I pretty much watched almost every game.
And how common is a red card? Is it every game? Because it seems
No,
like
it
seems
dep-
like they're
it-
handing them out like candy
No,
today.
it depends on the country. It depends on the country.
Depends on the country.
No, it does. It
Well,
does. It
which-
does.
It depends on which country's
you know?
playing is, I think, what he means.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some countries have a habit of kind of not when they don't get their way, when the score line isn't actually
if you
what
can't
they want
beat
it
'em,
to
beat
be.
'em.
Something along those lines. That's a good way to put it.
So for example, in the club world of football, a team that you would basically say is like that, Atletico Madrid. If you can't beat them, beat them.
Yeah.
They like if they can't beat you, they will harm you. Like they will
harm you.
No, they will genuinely go out of their way to harm you. They'll push you, they'll kick you, they'll grab your shirt. Like it'll be to the point where they're pulling your shirt and it's like you feel like if they're asking to exchange your shirt, you can get the shirt just after the game, dude.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to, hold on.
So who are the
entirety of 90
who are
minutes.
the bad boys in this tournament? What
So
teams would you
I'd say
consider to beat them if you can't beat them?
All right.
Well, once you get to the World Cup stage,
Yeah.
it's hard to say which teams, have sometimes.
It could be another goal here for Mexico. Inside of the 18-yard box.
Nah, good defense.
It's like a deer in headlights.
So there's a very famous red card that happened.
Here we go.
Yeah, tell me about that famous red card.
There's a
Ben.
very famous red card. I can't remember which year it was.
Luis?
Maybe KJ. No. The Zinedine Zidane on Materazzi.
Oh, that
what-
was
what World Cup?
2006, I think.
2006 World
2006
Cup.
or 2002. I
It
can't
was
remember
between
which one.
The final was between France and Italy.
2002.
2002. France and Italy played in the final. And Zinedine Zidane, who was arguably one of the greatest of his generation, he was provoked, he says, on the pitch by an Italian by the name of Materazzi. And-
Legendary moment. Legendary
and
moment.
Zidane headbutted him into his chest.
Woo-toom. Same time.
And this was in extra time.
Yeah.
So there was added time.
man.
There was added time to the end of the match, and then you play a certain amount of time afterwards
Right.
in case there isn't a winner. Before you get to penalty kicks.
This is in the knockout rounds only, though.
Yeah.
Not in the group stage.
Yeah, and in the finals.
Okay.
So the way it all played out was because of this headbutt, Zinedine Zidane in his last match in the finals was ejected for a red card.
Oh, wow.
And then Italy went on to win on penalties.
Penalties.
Oh, in the
of
extra
that
time?
in the penalty
in
kicks.
the penalty kicks?
Yeah,
Wow.
and it was probably one of the most famous red cards ever given in a
Ever.
written-
Was it deserved?
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Okay.
For
Totally.
sure. It was reported,
Zinedine Zidane
it was reported
walked
that
up
he
to
was
walked up to Materazzi and just banked his head.
No, he
on
was
the guy's
walking away.
chest.
He was walking
He
away.
was walking. Then he
He was
turned
walking
back
away.
because he says he was provoked. That he said something about his mother or sister.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah, and then just went up and headbutted him right in the chest.
How it
Staggering.
happened, pretty much, let's say they're on the pitch, right? And play is over, it's a dead ball. Everybody's trying to get back to their neutral positions. In the process of this Italian has said something to him in French about his sister. And in that moment, I can only tell you what went through this guy's head.
Yeah.
He was walking away, and instantly in that moment, he snapped.
Now I
He
want to
didn't
do
even
some more
think- he was-
research on
and he's-
this
and
and,
he's
and
bald,
find
by the
out
way.
like what
He's
was the
bald, by the way.
relationship between the sister, what was happening with the sister.
No,
because
I think it's just a case where, like, you take it too far, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, these guys are professional athletes. People chirp them all the time. To
Yeah.
get that type of illicit reaction in a game
I think because
like
he was
that,
like face to face.
yeah, he had to know something very personal about his sister.
Yeah.
Because listen, I have a sister, right? And if someone just said something basic about her, I'd just laugh it off. But if they said something,
I feel like it's contextual, maybe.
yeah,
More
Yeah,
than
I don't know.
likely. But it
Curious about
it
that,
probably
though.
goes down as the most
So
famous.
here's the actual
Yeah.
moment. So here's the scene that he's talking about. So he's walking away,
What'd he
Materazzi.
say?
They're both walking away. And then I remember watching this live.
Oh
So there's the comment right about there. Zinedine Zidane turns around, boom. So
got
now,
him.
thank you to Eric who sent me the WhatsApp link.
he just sent it to you now while we were talking about it.
Yeah, he just sent it to me now. That Materazzi
Eric
headbutt.
was fast with that. Even me wouldn't have been a fast.
That
And shout out to everybody else watching us on the stream
Yeah.
right now. Thank you for being a part of our first ever sports
Most
live
def,
stream here
most
with
def. We should
Compass
do this
Radio
again.
on YouTube. Everybody that is on our Facebook pages right now, Z99 and Gold 94.9. Yeah, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, tell your friends, because we're doing 3 more of these from the theater. 2 more during the regulation, or the other rounds, and then the final. We will be here on the 11th of July.
Yeah. Now, what's really funny is this was before VAR, so they didn't review it. They didn't have to,
was
even if there was
immediate red
VHR, VR,
It would've- he
VAR
would've
around.
given a red card.
I mean, you saw how blatant
Was the
that
ref
was.
right there
Oh, it was
watching?
right there watching.
Right there.
Yeah, okay.
Right there.
I mean, and it was a football tragedy for Zizou, for Zinedine Zidane.
For him to have such
It was-
a legendary career.
Yeah, he
And
was a
then
legend.
in
Did it taint his
in-
career? Like,
didn't
now is
taint
that what
his
he's
career.
is that what he's
Like-
known for, Ben?
No, he's well. I guess honestly, on second thought here, it might be he's known for that as well as his on-pitch playing during his playing days. But he also was an amazing coach.
Okay.
He did really well. He coached Real Madrid,
Won
which is
3 Champions
arguably
League
one of
with
the
them.
greatest teams.
South
in
Africa
the
on the
world.
counterattack here. Oh, my goodness.
oh.
This could change things. That could be a red card for Mexico and absolutely change the dynamic of not just the game, but the tournament for both teams.
And we're in extra time right now.
So it could be
7
a case
minutes of
where
extra time.
he's not the last man. Oh,
Red-
he is the last man.
Red card.
3 red cards in the first game of the World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, people, the World Cup is off to it's off to an amazing start.
Cesar Montes.
Cesar Montes, number 3, the captain of the Mexican national team.
I mean, that
has
was
been
a
sent
violent
off.
fall. That was a violent fall. I'm not sure. Oh,
Wow.
yeah. That was a pure trip.
Wow.
And that guy rolled over like 8 times when he got to the ground. 1.
Just outside the box, and in all honesty, It is a goal scoring opportunity.
Wow.
So it is a straight red card. And
See, now that I understand.
Okay, so
the
now
first one I still don't understand, KJ.
Same
I really
principle
don't.
in place,
Yeah,
actually.
it's same principle, but that, like, he got his money's worth.
Yeah,
the other
he
guy
did.
didn't. You know what I
Now,
mean? If I'm getting thrown,
here's
hold on,
where-
KJ. If I'm getting thrown out of a game, that's how I want to be thrown out of a game. I don't want just
Fair enough.
I don't want just a
Fair
touch on the back
enough.
of a guy.
Now, here's where things get super interesting. There are 5 minutes left in the 7 added minutes onto the 90.
If they score here, we got a different game, huh?
Mexico has 1 red card, which means they have 10 men. South Africa has 2 red cards, which means they are down to 9. It is 10v9 in the first game of the World Cup. This sets the tone for the entire tournament, and I promise you, if you think this game was good, you're in for an incredible month of football.
I got to be honest, this is the first time in my life I've actually sat down and
watched
watched
an
one
entire
start
game.
to finish. And if this is it, I'm in. This is wild.
Hey,
I like
hey,
how physical
hey.
it is.
Exactly. It's constantly moving. But here's what is gonna make this so much more interesting. We might
They gotta score here,
We
though.
might even get 2 extra added minutes just for this delay.
They got to score here, though.
Then on top of
if
that,
they don't score here, it's not interesting.
no. If they don't score here, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They can still try because
So
they
a
have
free
5
kick-
minutes to even
a
get
free
one.
kick's coming right now. They're talking about it. Guys holding his gentleman parts, making sure the ball doesn't hit him there.
Nah, that's how you interlock the wall.
Yeah.
So, South Africa.
Oh, the
Oh, my
switcheroo.
goodness,
Oh,
he-
and Mexico played that so
Wow.
well. Do they have a breakaway?
No,
I
there's
think,
no
okay,
doubt.
the goalie's back.
I think South Africa, more
They
to the
had
point,
it.
I think South Africa didn't do a good job on that.
I don't think they did
that
a
was a
very,
very
very
easy
good
job
job
for
on that
Mexico.
second
You think that was an easy play?
I think that was easy for Mexico.
It was way too easy.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a great read.
Nah, I
Great
think,
read
I
by
think he-
Mexico.
I think he
Yeah,
wasn't
Yeah, great read by
expecting it.
Mexico,
Yeah.
yes.
I think he wasn't expecting it because for me, I think he was looking at him to curl it from what I saw.
Should have
And-
bent it like Beckham.
Yes, and now we see how open this game really, really is.
Yeah, you're
Now,
3 players
these
down.
last 3 minutes are going to be interesting because look now, it's to the point where South Africa has a little bit of confidence like, yo, they're down a man as well. So they're really only up 1 man. We can at least get a goal, push that goal difference, if that makes sense. And now we'll see these last couple minutes open up. Here we go.
That's a bad
Absolutely
pass.
not.
Bad
and that's
pass.
icing on the cake. That would have been their last chance to grab something.
Homeboy scratching his head like, what are you doing?
Because that's really how it feels. That's how it feels. I think that this is a very, very disappointing opener for South Africa. It wouldn't.
Oh, nice.
Very,
Nice
very,
check.
very good challenge. This would have been a very, very good opener for Mexico if they hadn't got that red card, because now it does change things.
Hey,
for
listen,
them. However,
but a win is a win.
a win is a win. 3 points is 3 points, I must say. It's a hard fought.
$20 is $20.
Whoa. Whoa. $20 is not $20. Let's not do that. 3 points is 3 points, but $20 is not $20. Because I promise you, there's a good amount of things in the world I'm not doing for $20. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm very interested to see how the rest of this tournament does play out, specifically with South Africa and Mexico setting the tone for at least the hosts. You know, having a game like this with just drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
We had 2 goals.
I've been
they weren't
invested.
exciting, you know what I'm saying? But they were 2 goals. We had a clean sheet on one side, 3 red cards. And hey, I have to say, this game was definitely one to watch.
Just lived up to the hype,
It's
that's
lived
for
up to the
sure.
hype. If you missed out on it, I promise you, wow. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It has come with a cost.
And just remember, Stick, you know, we talk about a guy getting a straight red card or getting a red card. He's suspended for the next match.
Yeah.
Alexis Vega could be running this
How-
down. This
how
could be
important-
3-0 for Mexico.
How important was the
Cross
guy?
into the box.
How
Cleared.
important was the guy from Mexico that got kicked out? Like,
He's their starting
He's-
center back, so he'll be suspended
Okay.
for the next game.
because for South Africa, one of their bench players got a red card, so that's not really going to crush them, right?
That's marginal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of their starters as well as one of their bench players, because their main
Right.
their main CDM was.
But each
was
team
who got
lost
the
a
first
starter.
Yeah.
So I mean that's something.
I mean, in the rest of the group, you have Czech Republic and South Korea. I think for this game,
In their group, I thought they had Chechnya.
Chechnya, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Czech Republic. So Czech Republic and South Korea for Group A. Now, what makes this interesting is their game is
Full time.
Full time, and
That's
that
it?
is
Is that the
it.
game?
That's the game.
2-0
All right.
for Mexico. Big up them, yeah man.
Well,
So-
KJ, thanks for coming in and doing the
Of course,
broadcast
thank
with
you,
us.
buddy.
Of course,
Thank you, buddy.
anytime,
Appreciate you.
anytime.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you for
Ben,
having me. Thank you for having me.
First
Thank you.
run, man.
Yeah, first run,
appreciate
yeah.
you guys.
Great run.
In the
And
books.
appreciate
Great
the
run.
hospitality here at the
Most
cinema at
definitely,
Camana
most
Bay.
definitely.
Don't forget, if you come for any of the games, they have this lovely menu here where you can get some great food.
Screenshot it.
Yeah, screenshot it. Shout out to Michelob Ultra. They got
def, most
buckets
def.
of those. This has been a fun experience. We're going to do a couple more of these throughout
fun.
the
I don't know
entire
about you
World
guys.
Cup. The 11th is the finals. Ben, you're going to be back here for the
Yes, I
finals.
will,
I'm
and-
assuming KJ will be here with you.
Don't want to
I'll
leave
be here.
out. Don't want to leave out the Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
Coca-Cola
here.
as always.
Coke is it.
Yep. Coke and a smile. Coke is excellent. And thank you guys for all that. But yeah, it's been a great time.
Most
It's our
def, most
first
def,
live
most def.
broadcast. Thank you to everybody who liked, who subscribed, who shared the stream, who watched it on Facebook.
Most def,
We're
most
going to
def,
keep
most
doing
def.
this, and we're going to be
And thank-
doing this at other events
Thank you
as
all.
well.
Thank you all for
Yeah,
coming.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you guys.
for
Thank
coming.
you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you for putting up with us this evening. this
2-0
afternoon.
to
Appreciate it.
Mexico
Thank
against
you.
South
Thank you
Africa
very
in the
much.
first game of the
Thank
World
you.
Cup. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
thank
you
you
very
for
much.
tuning in.